panicked pattering of feet in flight, the exacerbated push and pull of exhausted lungs, the rush of blood ringing in one's ear, the call of a hunting beast. The remaining trio rush behind the solace of a massive stone door. Despite his short stature, the dwarf barbarian Barlow remains stalwart as the massive form of the beast crashes into the mirroring side of the door. He holds firm, but only just so, the door giving way just enough for the beast to get a single gaunt claw through. It begins to tear at Barlow's flesh, mere cuts and scrapes in the face of what could be a much graver fate. "Fucking 9!" he shouts, bolstering the door to the best of his ability, the long, pale appendage wedging the door open. "Hey! One of you wanna?" he orders before the long, curved blade of a scythe severs the crooked hand from the adjoining branch of pale flesh and bone. The creature shrieks, reeling back behind the door, which slams shut at the dwarf's might. The slender hand of the white tiefling braces the door. The scattering of gold dust emanates from his hand. He mutters an incantation, power surging through his fingertips. The golden dust coalesces around the frame of the stone door. The dust begins to glow as the door becomes sturdier. The resistance Barlow felt ceases to be. The beast continues to pound and crash against the other side of the door, trying desperately to break through the very stone itself. But for now, the trio is safe, secure, trapped. Barlow, heart in his throat, lets out an exhausted chuckle.
Well, shite. Not bad, wizard.
The wizard admires his handiwork for a moment before erupting into a coughing fit, nearly collapsing onto the ruinous stone floor. His coughs quickly turn into a violent series of hacks and retches, a prelude to a violent torrent of viscous fluid, a pale blue tint, a consistency mildly thicker than saliva.
Whoa. Alright. I see why you don't,
The dwarf shuffles awkwardly.
You, need some help?
Quiet! The wizard barks, his lower lip still damp with spittle.
Alright, shit, fine. Puke your guts out, see if I care.
The muffled call of the beast echoes from before another large slam cracks the stone in the door.
Alright, so now what? We're trapped.
Barlow states, peering quizzically around the large open chamber.
Open it.
The wizard spits, struggling desperately to keep his remaining insides in their proper place.
Open... what?
Barlow freezes as his gaze falls upon a large stone altar. A stone altar clad in countless chains.
Yeah, fuck no. I ain't opening that. And you need to tell us what in the 9 is going on here. Leandra is dead. Aster is dead. That thing is beating on our one way out, and I am tired of your shit. I command you, open!
The wizard orders, his hand now leveled at the dwarf. Pale white light erupting from the deepest reaches of his eyes and the peaks of his fingertips. Barlow freezes, his hand wrapped tightly around the base of his great axe, the same pale white light gleaming from his eyes. Wordlessly, he shuffles over to the chained altar. to the beat of the beast's flesh on the stone door, so too does the dwarf toil on the chopping of weathered iron on a rusted silver lock. A crude rhythm, like thunder. The great axe snaps, the mace dulls and splinters, the shield buckles, the javelin split, the pickaxe and smith's tools fracture tooth and bone, loose rock and the dwarf's own forehead are all that remain, with one final scream, with one final spattering of blood from Barlow's forehead. The lock snaps. Guys, gals, non-binary pals, hello and welcome to another episode of Sins of the Blood. I am your humble dumble master for the evening, the one and only Poutine Pastry, the farting tart, joined by my crew of, hey guys, what's up? How we doing?
Oh yeah, I'm a sacrifice.
Oh yeah, I'm a sacrifice.
All I could
My
think in that
crew
moment.
of hey guys. That sounded like such a Kyle intro.
Like
You
a
usually
what
call
intro?
us a Kyle intro.
Alright, I'm just gonna silver mute River for a while. Hello,
No, Ripper.
River is dead now.
Hello.
Hello! Yes, welcome on in, everyone. Welcome. It is Sunday. You know what that means. It's time for Sins of the Blood. My friends, we are currently missing one of our adventurers at the moment, one Punkyard Dog, who should be here actually in just a few minutes. She is running just a little behind. She has had a very, very busy day, but she has alerted us that she will be here in a little bit. But in the meantime, my friends, hello. How are we doing? Good talk.
I'm
okay.
still ick.
Yeah, poor CG is still sick. But hey, you can't be doing too bad. You were able to DM is it Xanthoria? Is that how you say it?
It is
Close enough.
Xanthoria.
Yes.
Yeah.
Shout out to you. You're in Candlekeep, which you may be
Coming
seeing
to
some
an
of
end.
very, very soon on this channel. Smile,
Mhm.
smile. But things for another time. My friends, let's go ahead and get set up with our adventure today. Everyone go ahead and roll me some test rolls.
15.
Oh, 4. Oh God. Oh.
No.
Well, that's one.
Hey,
Yeah.
you got it out of the way early.
Wow.
The two best things you can roll on your test rolls are a natural 20 because you get inspiration, and a nat 1 because that means you went ahead and got it out of the way.
Or you curse yourself for the rest of the session.
And
It's
just like
funny,
that,
'cause, like,
Start.
Bun's name is in the book.
It's funny because I was rolling a d20 earlier today. I didn't get above a 5 the entire time. However,
Oh, no.
Ugh.
I will say this: it was a specially made d20 specifically for tracking life and Magic the Gathering, so
Oh.
it does not count.
Oh,
Yeah, that does not count.
Well, my friends, let's go ahead and get started for our session today. I would like, for inspiration, someone to recap the events of the last session.
Nose goes.
Nose
Nose
goes.
goes.
I don't know if counts.
That does not count.
It does when you're old and tired and frail.
Too bad, Grandpa. That's
Bro,
too damn
I'm-
bad.
Bro, I'm older than you. Hush.
Bro, I've been
Yeah,
working on D&D shit all day. That ain't no excuse. I am also tired and old and frail, as I found out that I turned 21 almost 10 years ago.
Well, man, fuck all of you. I don't remember this when the kid's born.
Alright, I do need someone to recap.
Yeah, fuck it, I'll take a fucking recap, considering I did it one time, so I may as well do it again.
All right.
So,
Frost.
last time, Lavith met with basically, we had a little bit of a meeting. Of course, Lavith meeting with Pack, mentioning Malachi with the Archangels, as well as the Inner Circle. We also found out, hey, the Scarlet Butcher was back in town, thanks to them actually being a prisoner on the naval vessel that we were all, waiting around for. Some of us for some items, others for, just beating around in the area. Real name of the guy? Rook Ashford. Which, Rook. Well, at least he ain't a pawn. But, great notoriety within
I
murderous...
was wondering when someone was gonna make a chess joke.
Oh, don't worry. Don't worry. We'll get to the King's Crossing, stratagem next. But, yeah, the fun fact about the Scarlet Butcher, guy likes to use sedatives, and also, when he murders people, turns them into art pieces. It kind of gives you that Dexter vibe, like the Bay Harbor Butcher. Except, less TV drama and whatnot. More, oh god, shit's going into, not too good. But besides that, we were, of course, called by the dear lieutenant to meet up after one of us found out, hey, there should have been 3 whites. We only faced 1. What the fuck's going up with that? Next thing you know, we have a little meet-up in a nice little area where our dearest lieutenant happens to inform us about the little incident and how it was really connected to Rook Ashford. And, if things couldn't get any bad or worse, we kind of figured out not only is the Scarlet Butcher hunting, members of the Iron Covenant, they may have roosted up in an abandoned, clock tower that's currently being used as a messenger hub for, messaging everyone in the city and outside of the city, and we've kind of got, those letters via that messaging. Oh god, we're on the radar of a serial killer. Oh no. So in what I would hope would be intelligence for us, we decided we're gonna go to that clock tower, investigate it, and hopefully, we don't run into the Scarlet Butcher. We also might be investigating the docks, but, we're going as a group. We're not splitting the party. Please, dear God, don't split the party when there's a serial killer on the loose. Like,
Yeah,
seriously.
no.
Horror 101! Motherfucker! You don't split up! Second rule, don't fall. You fall, you're dead. Do not look back.
Should I be
Third
taking
rule,
notes?
run, bitch! Run!
I have a joke I want to say, but I'm not gonna say it.
No, go ahead.
Type
Do
it,
it.
Jack. Or say it.
If it's good, well, actually, is it safe for work?
Kind of.
Go for it.
Say it.
I have a sudden need to make sure Semri lives.
Hey! What?
Hey, yo,
Holy
Semray, pick
shit.
up the phone!
All right, Bond laughed. We're
God.
good. We're good. Everyone, we're good.
What's that?
J Frost,
Look.
take your inspiration. Joe, take that inspiration. That was really fucking funny.
Joe, it's only half.
Free
Joe, you
inspiration,
fucker.
baby!
It's only half right.
Yes. So at the end of our last session, you guys had an extended conversation with First Lieutenant Libyahin, and it came down to you all being presented with 2 options for investigation. The Messenger's Aviary, which is basically Blackwall's primary postal service, or following a lead presented to you by Pact of investigating a fishery warehouse in the dock district near where the Guinevere crashed, as Pact received a mysterious package from there containing the hand of one Archangel spy by the name of Q, who Bulk and Pact had met a couple days prior. So, with that, you guys have been presented these options by Libyahin. And in this moment, above game, you guys informed me that you wanted to, one, investigate both of these locations on, like, yourselves, rather than sending Libyahin to one and you going to another. And, more than that, on top of that, you wanted to go to the messenger's aviary first.
Mm-hmm.
So, with that, you guys are still here in the Copper Piece. It is up to you now to convince Libyahin to hold off her investigation and let you guys do your job as deputies in quotes. So, with that, we return back to our session. And it's up to y'all. Libyahin is kind of looking to your group for the six of you for an answer. And I imagine you guys probably deliberated a little bit here in the Copper Piece, so we'll kind of gloss over that. But, so it's probably been a couple minutes now. So y'all proceed as you see fit.
Well then. Copper as kind of discussing with the group, and after we kind of break, waits for someone to make mention, and then notices that everyone has gone to their own respective introvert corners. Copper will turn to Libyahin and say, "The consensus among the group is that we would like to make our way to the clock tower first, but we would like to make our way to the fishery later."
You want to do both.
It seems that time is of the essence in both instances. Perhaps what you could do is wait for us at the fishery to make sure nothing happens. After all, that seems to be a hot spot as it is right now, whereas the clock tower is more of a educated guess.
It's less risky if we tackle both of them ourselves.
Yo, hi, Punk.
Let's go, 17, Punk.
Hello.
Hi, Bonk.
So, Punk, quickly kind of going over what you missed. We did our prologue. We did our recap, orchestrated by J Frost. We made a few jokes about the setting, a few horror movie style jokes regarding this campaign and the setting. And then you guys are currently in the midst of trying to convince Libyahin to let you investigate both the messenger's aviary and the fishery warehouse, holding off her own investigations. So Copper has just presented the argument of letting y'all do it and her maybe waiting for you guys at the fishery. With that, Copper, I'm not going to call for a persuasion check yet. Just give me a flat charisma check.
Okay.
We're gonna these.
Actually, no. Make it
No.
persuasion. Make it persuasion.
Don't say that. Why did you say that?
I
I'll burn your
will.
hands, bro.
I will give you advantage because Pact did help you out a little bit.
Okay.
Also, you have so much inspiration, bro. Use it.
True.
I was gonna. I mean, a 12. I'll still roll with a 12, I think.
Okay. You want me to just go and sit by the warehouse?
Isn't it not part of the guard's rapport to perform stakeouts? We ought to be in contact with one another, no? With these? Kind of gestures to the sigil stones.
You're to be in contact with each other, not with me. You're to come and find me if you have anything to report to me.
Ah, I understand now, Lieutenant.
Well, then it just works out then. We do the clock tower, we get the information from what we need there, then we meet you at the fishery and give you the information there so you can do what you need while we continue on with our investigation.
Rendezvous then, if not stakeout.
And what then? You're suggesting we tackle the fishery together?
Perhaps. There's signs of clear distress. Kind of looks over at the the severed hand.
You're also going in. You're also going into a den of gang members by your lonesome. It's never a good idea unless you have some form of backup.
The three of you, Pact, Simmery, and Copper, go ahead and all make me persuasion checks. Pact, you get advantage.
Where's persuasion?
That time I'm going to use an inspo.
7.
Weenie wee.
Oh, what?
We're off to
Fuck
a
you.
rip-roaring start.
Roll 20.
Damn.
Why does Roll20 hate my boy so much?
I need to do just a little math here. Hold on.
You've wanted to play him for so long.
I know. He's gonna
Roll20
die
don't get you.
tonight.
Roll 20 said, don't get your hopes up, apparently.
You forgot to say the magic words, and nothing can go wrong.
That is what
Can't
causes
go
that.
wrong.
No, with our experience, it happens to be the opposite.
A certain someone said the magic words of
See, he
What?
normally says it,
JC.
or normally antagonizes the dice.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Libyahine, at this, kind of crosses her arms. She thinks for a moment. She kind of looks over your group. She gives kind of a huff and begrudgingly, fine. I am needed at the Guinevere anyway for the investigation. So, you've got 24 hours. And then I am storming that warehouse with a squad of Blackwall's finest. You find something at the Aviary, you come and find me. Are we clear?
Clear.
Crystal.
Of course, Lieutenant.
You see, she kind of rubs her face a little bit, clearly a little overwhelmed just by the situation in its entirety. Good luck. Please, please, please don't do anything stupid.
It's awkward, shifty eyes from literally everyone in the room.
Above game, my immediate answer was no promises.
Yeah. Yes. Liv was in the world, so she didn't see the stupid shit we all started with, except for Copper.
Seeing the variety of expressions and reactions, she kind of slow blinks a little bit. Fine. At least be careful. We don't know where Ashford is. We don't know what they're doing. I can't have my one group of, there's a visible pause, trustworthy resources to getting caught up in that serial killer's web.
Right.
You see Copper's grin just getting just a little bit bigger as she uses the word trustworthy.
Okay, Mom. God. I'll be home by 8. Comes home at 8:05. Where have you been?
It's still 8 on the clock, technically speaking, Ma.
It's 8 and 51 milliseconds.
With
As
that,
it seems like we're... Yeah,
Go
go ahead. Go ahead.
No, you
No,
go
go ahead.
no, you go ahead.
All right. As it
You
seems
go
like
ahead.
we're all about to depart. Copper will kind of gesture to Libyahin as well as the rest of everyone. My wares are available. While I do not know how useful they might be in extreme straits, there might still be something worthwhile to purchase. I do have to make a bit of a living, so I will still have to charge you.
Also, there's curry.
Yes, take some curry for the road. It warms you up quite good.
I do request that I make a quick stop at the guild hall. I gotta pick a couple of things up if we're doing something this risky.
Do what you need to. Again, you got 24 hours. Y'all stay safe. And thank you for the offer of curry. I've already ate.
Of course.
Above game. She ate. Nails. But with that, Libyahin is going to take her leave. And as she begins to go, oh, also, wait a couple minutes after I leave before coming out yourselves. It'll look less conspicuous that way.
Of course.
And she will take her leave proper. With that, you guys are alone for now here in the Copper Piece. The question is, do you guys have anything you wish to talk about amongst yourselves, or before you leave, I know a couple people have places they need to go to first before you guys tackle the messenger's aviary, but in this moment, does anyone have anything they want to say or do?
We all stare at each other awkwardly.
Well, you wanted to make a
there
purchase, right?
There is curry.
There is curry, yes.
Lath absolutely would be like chowing on that curry.
We didn't tell Lath where the curry is. Lath just found the curry.
Lath works there.
That doesn't mean he knows where Copper makes his food.
I'd
like
argue.
Copper would have shown.
I'd argue that the building is small enough to where Lath could probably figure that out by this point. But Lath is chewing on curry. What about the rest of you?
Simri will just look at everyone on the table. Just goes, all right, we need to know what everyone's good at before we go.
This is
What
an
are-
excellent idea.
What can all of you do? All right, everyone, introduce yourselves. No.
Bach looks at her like she's grown a third head. Calligraphy! And he just gestures to his arms.
I heard people.
I fucking love that.
Fact hurts people. Fact hurts people.
These people, yeah, no shit. What are the
Arcanist.
things you're best at? Thank you, Solomon.
Of the studious nature, I believe, yes?
Yes.
Any specialties, proclivities in any direction, or would you prefer to keep that secret?
I'm more of the dead persuasion, especially when it comes to the necromantic arts. However, I'm more of the lesser circles of power in comparison to, say, the archmages. Besides that, I do have general capabilities within other ranks.
Witch!
Jesus.
I know it was above game, but Jesus Christ, Punk.
Sorry.
It was
Y'all
so...
hear y'all hear
Someone
some
clip
sort
that, because that's our new fucking
Our
thing
new
for this
punkism.
campaign. Witch!
Witch! Y'all hear perhaps a small child or something outside just screaming.
Fuck. Like, if we had notifications, I would request that to be like the notification alarm for like.
That's the new follower. Just notification. Witch!
I was just thinking of having that as my wake up alarm every morning. Just every morning, 7 a.m. Just J Frost jump scare. Witch! Ah!
God, if I was playing a female version of Solomon, it'd be bitch.
Continuing on, I presume you guys go through the explanation of your characters and your classes to each other, kind of getting the base rundown of what y'all do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very minor introduction, but yes.
Mm-hmm.
Lath threw a mouthful of curry. I can heal you. Goes back to curry.
The church did not teach Lath manners.
No.
No, Lath lived in the bottom of the ocean. What the fuck are manners?
It's true.
What?
It's the cutesy name for manta rays.
Oh no.
I projected that thought into
Deep
your head.
pancakes.
Deep
Sorry.
cake.
See flapjacks.
I guess the question I have in this moment is there, aside from, the basics as to what y'all do, is there anything a bit more specific or in-depth that you would, as your character, relay to the rest of the group here?
Nope.
I would.
Of course.
I am a warlock by trade. That means that my capabilities can run out pretty quickly, but provided that we are capable of a moment of reprieve, I can regenerate my spellcasting focus. So, a measured pace in case things come to pass would be appreciated. Although, and he kind of waves his hand a little bit, I am quite an adept illusionist. And he's just going to, what is he going to do? He's going to just make another pot of curry right next to the first one, and then he's just going to have a frog leap out of it, and the vision disappears.
Oh.
The frog is very round.
It do be very round.
He's a frog.
It's practically a baseball with legs. Maybe not baseball, maybe closer to tennis ball size. Yeah, thank you.
Like that one, yeah.
All right.
No one's surprised I'm a rogue, but all of you in this room, I am able to connect with mentally, and we can all project our thoughts back and forth within a certain distance. It's wide, but not as wide as I'd prefer. However, I have to save that for specific times of the day because it's random how long it lasts. So I'm most likely going to do that when we leave, after we reconvene.
I know you've already procced the ability a couple of times, but if you want to pop that in the chat for everyone to see, just so everyone can make note of it.
Big words, big
Yes.
long
Wall of
paragraphs.
text. Power
Wall
word
of
wall.
text. Yeah, it's psychic whispers though.
Power
if you want to
word
read it,
text
it's down
box.
at the bottom. Power word, read this essay. Shut up, Joe.
I'll take it down.
No, that's not a real shut up. But you do need to edit it to say Simri instead.
That. Any other important things that you guys wish to share amongst each other before you all it seems like at least a few people are going to separate to do their own thing first, so I'm going off the presumption that y'all are breaking up, reconvening at the Messenger's Aviary in some arbitrary amount of time.
Yeah.
Before Peck does leave, he does do a neat little trick to where he will take the spoon from the curry, have it dance between his fingers very very fluidly and throw it like a dart towards the wall. More or less of that.
My silverware. Noted, though.
My silverware.
No.
You go. All right, but it sounds like we're.
Above
It does.
game, in case folks aren't already immediately aware, we have in this party a wizard in Solomon, a rogue in Simri, a cleric in Lath, a warlock in Copper, a monk in Pact, and a barbarian in Bulk. Figured everyone is probably aware of that already, but iterating it just in case.
No.
I
he's a
approve of this
cleric.
party composition.
Yes.
What were you saying, Pug?
Like, no, he's a cleric. Temple muscle.
True.
Temple of
True.
But with that, I take it you all break apart for unknown amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
An amount
So-
of time that doesn't impact our 24 hours too much.
The question is, who is going straight from the Copper Piece to the Aviary? I get the impression Simri, Copper, Lath, correct?
At least.
I'm
what I
down
was
with
gonna
that.
Say, but I don't know. Whibbler? He's fucking dead, dude.
River?
River.
Sorry, Farron had come in and asked me a question.
Are you going with Simri and Copper to the Aviary at the appropriate time?
Yeah.
Solomon, are you going with them?
There's nothing he needs from the tower right now, so yeah.
Okay, that's 4. Pact, I know you need to stop by the guild hall first.
How quick is it to the Copper Piece?
It's a good bit out of your way to get from, especially with the weather, to get from the Copper Piece to the guild hall, to do what you need to do, and then get back to the Aviary. It's probably going to be, based on relative checks, anywhere from an hour to 2 hours.
Okay, if it's going to take that long, he may as well join the rest of them.
Okay.
That means Bulk, you're not going anywhere.
Bulk. I know you just sent me a DM about what do you want to do. Are you going to do that now, or are you going to hold off since everyone seems to be going together?
He was gonna do it. Well, hopefully not, but in my mind, it was just gonna take a quick second.
Okay. If you want to do that, then Pact, I'll go ahead and have you do your thing with the Dawn Creed as well, because for Bulk, with what Bulk is doing, it's going to take roughly about the same amount of time.
Okay.
Okay. It's probably it's probably going to be misinformed or whatever, but he would definitely like dash towards like the guild hall. Yes, in the blizzard.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So Bulk and Pact, we'll do Pact first. Pact, go ahead and make me a survival check.
That's honestly really smart, though. It keeps you warm.
Yes.
21. I don't know why that was left on advantage.
However, sweating, not good.
Okay. So, Pact, you are able to beeline it without much issue to the guild hall. What are you doing at the guild hall?
I am picking up my order from the quartermaster.
Yes, indeed, indeed. And for the folks at home, remind us about your order, friend Pact.
So, Pact put in request a commission from the quartermaster for a set of essentially climbing claws, but like ones that would like fit on like the palm of your hand, as well as essentially a vampire killer from Castlevania. It's just a ball on a chain on a freaking hilt.
Yes. So, the way that these will work for you, the climbing claws, as far as, and I'll write these out a little bit later and give them to you, or if you want to write them out. The climbing claws, when you use them to actually climb, they will give you a climbing speed equal to half of your standard movement.
Sweet.
And then, if you use them as, like, weapons, it will convert your standard damage from bludgeoning to piercing. It will also give you a +1 to damage rolls, not attack rolls, though.
Okie dokie.
As for the ball and chain, the way I'm thinking about doing it right now is giving you essentially the flail, the standard 5e flail, and giving it reach on it. We could probably talk a bit more on specifics a little further than that, like a little later, but as far as the basic things, I'm thinking making a standard 1d8 flail with reach.
Can do.
So 1d8 bludgeoning. It will, unless you use it as your monk weapon, it will use your strength mod, but it has reach. With that,
Appreciate it.
absolutely. Bulk, what are you doing, my friend?
Packing
Unless
up
you wish
his
to keep
room
it
at
private.
The tavern.
You're returning back to the tavern?
Packing up his room.
Okay.
Fuck
Packing-
that place. It doesn't exist anymore, for at least for sleeping purposes.
For the foreseeable future.
Yes.
Go ahead. First of all, make me a survival check. Just see how you're able to navigate the snow. I will say, based on your background, where you come from, I'm gonna give you advantage on this because you're used to this kind of terrain.
16?
Yeah, that tracks. The weather is very, very rough, but as a nomad to one of the tribes out in the more eastern parts of Baldur, southeastern parts of Baldur, you've worked with this kind of weather for years and years and years. You've trudged through it, you've worked through it, you've hunted through it. You're fucking used to it. You're able to get it without much through without much issue. The problem really comes into the ice that is now lining the stone along your pathways that you walk. That's where any real issues would come in, but you're able to navigate that without too much trouble. What are you doing at the tavern? If you wish to elaborate, or you can leave it private if you wish. Well, I guess you already said what you were doing.
Yeah, packing up, saying, I don't even think you really tell anything to the tavern keep. Well, if
You
he
know
asks,
Nash
he'd
for
probably
a
say
while.
something, but
Nash has been your friend and landlord for pretty much your entirety here in the entirety of your time here in Blackwall.
he'll say the half-naked twig got into something and he's got to go.
Okay. He will wish you the best of luck, and he will relay to you that should you ever need a room to come and find him, he will get you settled.
Nice.
So know that this is me as the DM telling you that if you seek to return back to the Silver Lantern at any point and resume your residency there, you're more than welcome to.
Thank you.
Of course. With that, based on the 2 checks, you all are able to reconvene and gather a little over an hour at the Messenger's Aviary. Bulk, do you noticeably have another larger sack over your shoulder containing what admittedly little belongings that you have. Your group would notice that you have this significant sack the little sack with twig on slung over your shoulder.
The fucking
But
bindle.
Twig, yeah. But it would be up to them if they really think anything of it at all, and if they want to press. But just note that you do have, I'm gonna say you have an additional, like, maybe bulk does not have a lot. I'm gonna say you probably have another, like, maybe 15, 20 pounds of gear of belongings on you. Nothing really in terms of your general weight capacity. You are a large lad, in fact. A strong lad, in fact, but something just to take into account. With that, you all reconvene at the messenger's aviary. Much like what was described to you when you were discussing about it in the confines of the Copper Piece. The messenger's aviary is a fully renovated, completely gutted out clock tower, a bell tower more specifically. It fell into ruin far beyond any of your residencies here in Blackwall. Blackwall is, hold on. Blackwall, let's see. The Duke of Blackwall has been here for roughly 208 years. So the Messenger's Aviary has been around even prior to the current Duke Harrow Novak. So the bell tower has been fully gutted out, refurbished for hundreds of years at this point, and now functions as a aviary and Blackwall's primary postal office. It is in the southern portion of town, kind of south central. It's actually not super far away from the Copper Piece. It's still a good trek, but it's not like having to venture way down south towards the walls, if that makes sense. But you guys see that there are...
Question.
Yes.
Would 2 hours have been enough to get a look around and see if anything was off, or just seeing what I find?
You guys would have had a little bit of time to kind of investigate the grounds while you were waiting on Pact and Bulk. I'll let anyone from the 4 of you who went straight there to make me either perception or investigation to see if anything is awry.
Perception.
So that check would be open to Simri, Copper, Solomon, and Lath should they choose to take it.
That's 3 more than my last roll. So,
It is.
Yeah,
I'll
perception.
take it.
9.
Go for
9.
it. Perception.
Oh my god!
Y'all are getting progressively worse.
Roll something different. Ah!
6.
We suck at this.
What the
I'm
fuck?
The torrential-esque heavy snowstorm that's been battering you all throughout the day has made a thorough investigation of the grounds a bit difficult, but you all have noticed that there has been a steady stream of both civilian and employee coming in and out of the aviary. It does seem that they have seemed to have restricted a lot of their air traffic today with their birds due to the heavy weather, and have primarily resorted to carrying mail on foot. However, you guys know that Lib did have messages delivered to you by air, so you do know that birds are still going in and out, just probably not at a higher rate as to what the aviary is used to.
Yeah.
So, with that, you guys are welcome to head inside should you wish.
Well, that's the question. Do we want to go inside normally, or do we want to, like, backdoor
always start with normal first when it's something civilian.
Yeah.
The
No shenanigans yet.
the bell tower is in itself its own structure. However, the primary postal office does seem to have been sort of attached to the bell tower itself. You can see the brickwork is a little fresher, a little newer. It does very, very obviously seem like a different, newer build that has been tacked on to the rest of the structure.
I see.
But it is in its entirety, it is one building. You guys go through the front.
I think that's
in normally.
I think it's a good place to start.
Okay.
Just to see what we see with our funny eyes.
Absolutely. You guys make your way in, and as it's now closer to about somewhere from 1 to 2 p.m., maybe even closer to 2, given your lengthy discussion in the copper piece, there is a bit of a lull in the traffic given the weather and given that the mail flow for the majority has gone out for the day. It is done. So you now have mainly people coming in being like, where's my package? Oh, I need to send off a letter, yada yada. Not too much of a wait as you're able to kind of hang out there for a bit before the line kind of opens up. In this primary chamber, there is a desk with a couple of the clerks sat at it, and eventually one of them kind of waves your group down. This one's open.
Copper will make their way over. I don't know if everyone else is following.
Yeah, Lathwood.
Yee.
Someone would follow.
Bach will get closer, but he's not going up to the counter with Copper and them.
Okay. You're kind of lagging
Yeah,
behind
Pact.
a little bit.
Yeah.
Same for Pact.
Okay.
I want to look around while they're
Okay.
talking.
So, Simri, you're also kind of less going up to the desk and more just hovering. Okay. The three of you go ahead and make me perception checks or investigation, should you choose. In fact, I'm going to say perception in this, because y'all are less investigating and more just looking.
Oh god,
Oh,
there
20.
we go.
I'm sorry,
Yeah,
Copper, that was for Pact, Bulk, and Simri.
Oh.
I'm very sorry. Of course, when you roll well.
No, Copper!
I'm
Also
sorry,
eight.
Copper.
Aw,
23.
23.
8.
Let's go, me and Bulk.
Not a lot really going on. The place is in good condition. Nothing seems to really be outside of the ordinary. It's a post office. There does seem to be...
It's not the DMV.
Yeah. There are roughly about maybe another 4, 5 people in the building aside from your group. So your group actually roughly takes up the half of the population of what is currently in this lobby area.
Shall we?
But as Solomon, Copper, and Lath, as you approach the desk, you are met by this woman, one of the clerks, a tiefling, it would seem in appearance, but maybe with a bit of elvish blood to them. Definitely not something that is outside the normal. And she has a little pin, like a name tag pinned to her shirt that has her name on it. Damia Lothlark. I will give you all that in the Hoops channel as soon as I open my notes back up, because I accidentally just closed them.
Silly.
Yeah, I do that.
I can't believe you did that.
I know.
Shame. Also, I love her.
This is really nice art.
Welcome. Hope the weather treated you all just not too terribly. How can I help you?
Good day. He kind of looks at the name tag. Good day, Lady Lothlark. We have a bit of a odd request.
Okay. Well, I'll help to the best of my ability.
Well, it's a bit of an embarrassment, I say. And he kind of waves his hand, and he sees there's just a little bit of magic, just to show that he is capable. You see, I was in the middle of training a new familiar, an owl of some sort, to act as a messenger, and I believe that they have run off with my fake parcel. We believe they may have made their way to the rookery.
Copper. Make me a deception check.
Hi.
You do those.
You do those.
We do those.
20!
Ooh.
Excellent.
Hey.
That's a good roll.
It's a nice dirty 20 right there.
I love that Copper was failing his persuasion checks, but is nailing his deception checks. It's kind of thematic, all things
Yeah.
considered.
We're better at lying than we are at trying to tell the truth and be nice to people.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. We typically don't allow non-employees inside the aviary. If you wish, though, I can maybe get you in touch with Lady Kale, the lead clerk. Would that suffice? I would have to see if she's busy, of course. It may be a little bit of a wait, but I can see what she's doing.
That would be wonderful, Lady Lothlark.
Okay, then give me just a few moments here. Don't go anywhere, and I will be right back.
What is the... How many doors are in here? Doors, windows, etc.
There are roughly 4 windows. There's 2 next to the main entrance, which is a set of double doors, and then there's 1 on each side, 1 to your left, 1 to your right, regardless of whether you're coming in the door or coming out. And they all look straight outside. There is a upper level that you can tell because the building is 2-story, but you can't currently actively see the way to get upstairs. But you see there are 2 hallways past this desk which go down a ways, which have a number of doors down each. And then there are 2, if you look to your left and to your right, up against the walls, there are 2, enclosed, meeting room style offices that have, the big glass walls and everything. The doors for those are shut, but you can see that the blinds are open and there's currently no one in either.
Okay.
Roughly 5 minutes goes by before Clerk Lothlark comes back to your group. She comes up to this the part of the counter that she was helping you with. Lady Kale is currently speaking with a couple of our leads here in the aviary. I could take you to her office. It might be a few minutes, but she has given me permission to take you. Should that be sufficient?
Copper kind of looks around, just a quick glance, but he's at the moment that he is saying that he's kind of looking at his companions. He is going to go, I wouldn't be excuse me. Of course. Far be it from me to break protocol when you're doing a favor for me.
Perfect. Right. There are how many? 6 of you? You all can come this way. I believe as she kind of looks to the 3 of you kind of hanging back. Are you all together?
You could say that.
Wonderful.
5 hours, let's go.
Nice. Wonderful. Then all of you may come with me. And she will begin to guide you all down one of the hallways. The one that she went down the right hallway when she went to find Miss Kale, as seems to be the lead clerk. You all are brought upstairs. You can see as you go back towards the way back of the hallway, there is a stairwell that goes up and it goes down. She begins to she begins to take your group up. Simri, because you're actively looking for doors, as you get to the back, it's kind of open-ended, so you can see the stairway in front of you, and then there's one on the other side that you can see. There's no, like, wall blocking you from seeing it.
Mm-hmm.
And then there is another set of double doors here, a bit sturdier, looks like, than the ones for the main entrance. You, based on your previous investigation, a couple of you may actually know, can make note that based on the geometry of the building, just from looking at it on the outside, you can probably deduce that this set of double doors takes you into the bell tower itself. But
This is a clarification question for me. The rookery is separate from the building we're currently in, or is a part of?
so it is all one structure, but the the postal office itself was tacked on to the bell tower. So they are connected, but they are technically separate buildings.
So the birds stay where the bell tower, where the
birds
clock
stay in the bell
used to
tower.
be.
The office you guys are currently in
There we go.
is the postal office.
Yeah, thank you. My words.
Yes. She guides you all up the stairs. She's kind of making small talk as you guys are making your way up. And then she brings you to another door, and you can see on the front of the door there's a plaque that says, I'll give you the name here. It says Jorna Kale. I'll just put this in general. Is Jorna Kale, lead clerk.
Okay.
In fact, I'll just not leak clerk. Lead clerk.
They're a leak?
Hatsune Miku.
Oh my god, finally.
You can see that there's a couple seats here, like in the hall, you presume, for other people who need to stand out here or stay out here and wait. Kind of like how you guys are now. Lady Kale should be with you all in just a moment. If you would please remain here. And should you need anything, or if she doesn't show up in a few minutes, feel free to come and find me again.
Thank you. You've been most helpful.
She'll give you a kind smile. She'll kind of bow her head a little bit. Her hands are kind of clasped together. And if no one has anything else for Lady Lothlark, she will take her leave.
She seems the studious sort, so I don't think Copper's going to interrupt her work.
No reason to.
Okay.
Maybe later if we get more to look into.
She's
Only
also
one
not
of
the
you is-
only. She's also not the only clerk at the desk downstairs. There are two more aside from her. She is just the one that y'all met.
Right.
Yeah. Only one of you is used to the feeling, Copper. Pact, it's familiar, but probably still very fucking weird. That fuzzy back of your mind feeling as everyone will hear in their heads. Double set of doors not too far back most likely leads to where we need to go.
There's a small, like, not cringe, but like, you know that, like, that cold feeling that goes up your spine? Yeah, that's definitely packed. Like, just kind of sitting there right now.
Hopefully this lie will bring us to where we need to be. But if it doesn't, at least we know our way in.
Truthfully, I just need to know how high up we are.
You're currently on the second floor, so it's roughly if you were to go out a window on this floor, it would be roughly anywhere from a 10 to 15 foot drop.
God says 10 to 15 drop.
My question
Third
is...
story you said?
What's that? Sorry?
The third story you said?
Second story.
Second. Not 3 doors down yet, though.
Not 3 doors down yet. My question for your group is, are you guys going to be nice and wait here for Miss Kale, or are you going to be naughty and explore before she gets here?
The jumper. No.
I was
You can't see
literally
me.
Jesus.
above game.
Kidding.
I was thinking, if anyone were to go sneak off and look around, it would be Samurai.
You can't see it, but I was squinting at my computer like, who do you think I am?
All right, I hear you. I like the thought that you have. Counterpoint: don't split the party when there's a serial killer about.
That is exactly what my brain
Yeah.
fell
Yeah,
back
what
to.
the
Was
hell
like,
is this?
She wouldn't be going alone. And also, I wouldn't actually be going that far. Like, I guess my question is this the end of this hallway, or is there more hallway?
There is more hallway, but it seems that you're currently in like a U-shaped hallway. So if you continue
Oh,
down,
that's
it's
back
gonna
around.
loop back around towards the stairs.
I'm still gonna go look anyways.
You're gonna go
Simi
look.
would, Not alone, though. Simi would
mean-
kind of mumble. Just gonna go check around the corners, but we can't split too much, so I need someone to come with me.
At that point, Pack would follow, just to keep an eye out.
Okay.
Thank you. You've rolled better on perception than I have.
Pecht and Simri are separating. I need both of you to go ahead and roll me stealth checks.
Just stealth. Oh, fuck you, roll 20. 11.
12.
Okay.
Trying
Y'all
to
let-
make it look like we're just normal.
You're okay. So rather than trying to be out of sight, you're trying to look normal. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's an
like we're
important
just-
distinction.
Yes.
That's a deception check instead of stealth.
Can't read the alphabet. Hold on. There we go. Worse, actually.
10.
Simri can't look normal.
No, you can't.
I'm gonna use one of my inspirations to reroll.
Okay.
Yes, buddy, please. I just need roll 20 to be
There
nice
you
to
go.
me.
19.
Nice. You actually make up for Simri's slack quite a bit here. So,
Kill roll 20.
we'll come back to you both here in just a minute. But as for the rest of you, as Pact and Simri kind of go their own way for a bit, after roughly, well, I guess my question is because this is actually important. Pact and Simri, how long are you guys planning to be gone? Are y'all just doing
I
like
mean,
a quick
it's-
look around and circling back?
Yeah, I would assume quick look around and circle back.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm agreeable to that.
Okay. That is important because if it had been a longer stint, then that would have played into this next scene. But you guys are able to come back before Lady Kale is able to meet with your group. You both go ahead. I'm going to let you do investigation checks. I'm going to say this is going to be investigation this go around.
Oh, that was close. 20.
Oh, thank God.
Good job.
Nice.
Gee, 17.
You both kind of go up and down the hallway, kind of peeking in this up a couple of the doors. You notice that for the most part, this seems to be like offices. There's a couple meeting rooms. There's this floor seems to primarily be like the analytical side of things.
Mm-hmm.
You do find another set of doors on this floor that leads into the bell tower, similar to how it is on the first floor.
Okay.
But as far as looking around, everything seems to be up to code. You don't see anything too out of sorts. You do see one guy sleeping at his desk in his office, but you get the impression that, judging by how his lights are out in the room, like he has zero light in there, that's likely intentional. He's probably been here overnight.
Okay. Dankeschön.
It isn't long after the two of you reconvene with the rest of your group, maybe about another minute or two, where you all hear, coming up to your group, you see a woman round the corner, and she goes, "Ah, you are the ones that Damia spoke of." And before you, you see a owl-style Aarakocra woman. She has a set of spectacles on, kind of ironic considering that she is owlkin. But you do see she has short frills, short like horns in quotes off the top of her head. She has a set of very less wings and more just the tail feathers along her her lower back. And she, approaching your group, "My name is Jorna Kale. I heard that you all are looking for a familiar, it would seem."
Hello, Lady Kale. My name is Copper, and yes, I unfortunately think that my familiar has run off and made their way to this rookery.
Oh, gosh. Okay, well, why don't all of you step into my office and we can work out the details. Are you all... Is the rest of this group your entourage?
That is a good way of putting it, yes.
Okay. Then why don't you all step into my office and we can discuss. And she will go over to the office door. She'll pull out this big old brass key and she will put it into the lock, and you hear the sound of a deadbolt open, give way on the other side. She will open the door. You all are presented with a rather modest size office before you. Nothing too crazy. It's an office roughly the size of the other ones that you saw going up and down the hall, Cimmerian packed. Maybe a little bigger, but it seems that she does not really present her office in a way that denotes the... What's the word I'm looking for?
Importance.
The importance of her rank as her, compared to her fellow teammates, her fellow clerks. I'm afraid I don't have enough chairs, but you're welcome to take a seat where you can find one.
Semery does not seat. She leans against one of the walls, respectfully.
It's kind of hard to find a bare wall because there are a lot of like shelves and bookshelves especially, but you're able to find a little bit of a spot to kind of sidle up against. There are chairs there are 2 chairs at the desk that she will sit at. She'll sit on the far side, and then there are 2 chairs on the other side for anyone who wants to sit can.
We know Copper's taking one.
Yes.
Correct.
Does anyone
Faith
take
would
the
probably
other?
also have a seat.
Okay. Perfect. As soon as the two of you, as you two are sitting down, she is already set. She is already pulling out, some ink and parchment before her. All right. Well, I guess kind of give me the rundown as to what happened. You're training a familiar, and it got caught up with the rest of our messenger birds.
I believe that was the case, yes. They had a test item. It was simply a little bauble from the shop, a ball of yarn. But the connection that I was training with severed. They got too far out of range, and I've been unable to relocate them.
I see.
I believe they may have been making their way here as the requests were for delivery. It was the nature of training.
I see. Okay. And you see she's, like, actively noting things as you're saying them.
Oh, wait, let me double check on what it is. I said yarn. I thought it was string. It's actually sling that I have. I have a sling for some reason. No, it is, I guess it would be a sling. But the point is, it was something that I thought was on Copper's person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, just a quick amendment to that.
Okay. Give me just a moment.
Yeah. Simri's as close to the door as she can be, comfortably.
I'm imagining that you are flanking it with Pact at the moment.
Most likely.
I imagine Box just leaning against Copper's chair.
Sorry, my technology is currently freaking out just a little bit. My mouse was acting funny, and now I have a bunch of text that I don't need, but
Wahoo!
I believe I have corrected things.
Hmm?
By God, I hope I've corrected things. Great. We seem to be fine. Okay.
Okay.
And what kind of bird is your familiar taking form as?
They are a snow owl at this juncture, something to blend in with the many around the city, but I made sure to leave a distinct mark. They have a red feather on the right wing, something vibrant to denote that they are mine.
Red feather on the right wing. I will admit, we do have most of our birds here are owls, either snowy or otherwise. So, while that is most certainly a distinguishing feature, tracking down this specific bird may be a bit of a time-consuming procedure. You mentioned you had a shop. May I ask you to elaborate on the name of that shop?
Just a quick insight. I just want to make sure that this is just like for records as opposed to fishing for info.
Yes. Give me 2 rolls actually. Give me first deception, second insight.
I'm gonna, you know what? I'll let that natural 1 roll on the insight, but I'll
Okay.
keep that deception.
Okay. Laith, I'll let you, because you are here as well. You're sat at the table. I'll let you make an insight as well.
23!
She seems to be taking this seriously. She doesn't seem to suspect that Copper would be lying to her for any reason. And she seems to be getting this information so that way she has a point of reference of how to reach out to Copper should she find his bird.
Understood.
Copper, you have no fucking idea. You have no idea what's in her head right now.
This one's hard to read.
Lace is just sitting there like, what are you talking about?
So Copper will simply reply, it's called the Copper Piece.
The copper piece. Spelt the traditional way, I presume?
Indeed.
Understood. You can see she's scribing that down. I'm gonna actually see if she recognizes the name. That's the little pawn shop, I believe. Kind of central, a little south of central.
Indeed. Have you visited there before?
I can't say I have the pleasure, but I believe I do pass it on occasion when making my rounds about town.
Stop in if you have an opportunity, but I am not here to,
Sales
give
pitch,
you
sales
the
pitch, sales pitch. Persuasion, persuasion, sales pitch.
Alright, sales pitch.
Go, sales pitch, go!
I'm giving the soft sales pitch. It's like, oh, it's a wonderful place, but we're not here to talk about that.
Yes.
Please be okay. I was like, it'd be most appropriate.
All you gotta do is just talk about your store.
Yeah.
Perhaps I'll do that if I'm ever in the area. I appreciate the invitation. But as you said, enough on that for the moment. The best I can do at this moment, Mr. Is it simply Copper?
Simply Copper is fine. No need for honorifics.
She writes down simply Copper.
Simply Copper as the full name. I will be frank with you. Tracking down a lost bird in our aviary is a bit of a time-consuming task, especially, because, well, if the bird is a snowy owl, we have quite a significant stock of those. It would be easier to go through it now as opposed to any other day, as most of our birds are currently being held in the aviary given the weather. But I will also admit I am not the person who normally does that. Actually is usually the duty of my brother Cliff, who is our lead keeper here for the aviary. I can pass the message along to him and give you up-to-date reports, but I will be honest, that is ultimately the best that I can do at this juncture.
Would it be alright if I can meet you halfway on that? You see, part of the duties of familiar is to act as eyes and ears. We establish I mentioned previously, a connection with the familiar. It has a range. If I could get within 100 feet and perhaps relatively line of sight, I could reestablish the connection, see what they see, and be able to use that to pinpoint them.
Copper, I need two things from you.
Alright?
I need a persuasion check. I'm also going to say, I'm not going to call this deception yet, but I do need to take into the account that this bird isn't fucking real. And so I'm going to say, make me a persuasion and a charisma check with advantage, because this conversation does seem to be going your way at the moment.
The idea is to get him just looking up there to hopefully find this weirdo, yeah? Or evidence of him?
Yes. You guys are currently actively trying to talk your way into the aviary itself to see if there's any signs of Rook.
Basically, yeah.
The rookery, even.
So, persuasion.
Persuasion.
Is the persuasion also with advantage, or is the charisma with advantage?
Persuasion, straight. Charisma is with advantage.
10. I'll use an inspo on that one.
Okay.
$21.
Okay.
Nice.
8. No, it's advantage. It's
It
advantage.
is with advantage.
Yes, it's advantage. Fuck.
8.
This yarn that you're spinning does seem to still be holding truth, especially with the persuasion check. She she sets the quill back down in the well, and she kind of starts tapping almost nervously on her desk for a moment, kind of looking to you, then kind of looking to the rest of you. Because I'll be straight with y'all, this does seem like an odd request considering your group size.
That's fair.
Look, little guy just needs some really specific
Right.
protection.
But you do seem to be pretty convincing in this moment. I can speak with my brother, but we are a bit particular about letting non-staff into the aviary. Why don't you all come with me?
Absolutely. Lead the way.
She will stand up, and she will begin to walk out, and she will begin to guide you all out of the office.
You follow.
She notably does not lock the door behind her as you guys make your way out, probably under the presumption that either she or you all are going to return at some juncture. But she all leads you down back to that kind of larger corridor where the two stairways sit, and she begins to move over to the large set of doors. You all stay here for a moment. Let me speak with my brother. If he allows you all to come in, then I will signal you to enter. I will be frank, though. My brother is a bit strict regarding how we care for the aviary. The best I'm likely able to presume is that he'll allow one, maybe two of you to enter.
Understandable.
Of course. We shall be patient.
Thank you. Please give me just a moment, and I will return. And she opens up the set of double doors, and you can see there's a small section of hallway, maybe about 10 feet across, and there's another set of double doors, which she shuts the one in front of you guys, and then you hear on the other side that set open up. And you guys are, for the moment, left alone.
So I guess at this juncture, Copper is going to mentally connect with everyone. We made a bit of a stonewall here with a nice approach, but a few of us might be able to get a look at the inside of the rookery. Still, we know where a couple of the doors up there are. Have you all any thoughts about what might happen should this go south?
If at least two of us that are a bit stealthier can get inside unnoticed, but when she comes back, when you pass through, we can investigate a little more thoroughly while you're keeping her distracted.
I will see what I can do.
If the space is large enough for an average-sized person to sneak around. Can I just, creak the door open that she just went through to see how, the room inside? There we go.
You're welcome to do so. You would have to go... You do know, based on what you just saw, there is this set of doors before you, a small section of just hallway. There's nothing else in there. And then
it's
another
just
set.
the hallway between the two sets of doors? Okay.
Yes, it is about 10 feet of just hallway, no furniture or windows or anything. And then another set of double doors, which you presume leading to the bell tower proper.
Yeah. At least someone could get inside and listen through to the other side of the door to see how that conversation is going. with a mental connection, you can just give us what you need without having to speak.
Naturally. Any idea from the rest of you? Anything jumping out? Perhaps something noteworthy on the way in?
Nothing much that Summer hasn't already mentioned.
Very well then.
I'll go then, see how that lines up, and then if anything happens, you'll know. It is just a hallway. Leave the door cracked.
Okay. So it seems like, Simmer, you are venturing forward a little bit, trying to pick up what you can.
Yeah.
Okay. You head through the first set of double doors, you walk through the hallway, and as you approach the farther side of it, you do begin to hear the the muffled sounds of just residual bird noises. It's pretty clear that the next door leads you not just into the bell tower, but into the aviary itself.
Mm-hmm.
Are you peeking in, or are you just attempting to listen?
I'm just attempting to listen right now.
Okay. I'm not going to make you roll stealth then. Make me a perception check. I'm going to say this comes with disadvantage because you are listening through a door and there's a lot of noise inside.
And there's birds. Well, not bad. 10.
That's not terrible.
It almost went bad.
You do hear on the other side a few voices. You can't quite make out the specifics, but it does sound like Jorna is speaking with another individual who has a bit of a more masculine tone to them. But the finer specifics you're unable to make out.
Do I even hear words?
You do hear words, you aren't able to make out what the words are.
Okay.
You're able to pick up like every like 8th word.
Cool. Okay. Once it sounds like she's coming this way, like the conversation is ending, Simri would make her way back.
Okay. The conversation lasts for about another 2 minutes before it seems to subside. You take that as your indication to jump back to the group. You're able to do so with no issue. As for Jorna, you all see Simri rejoin your group. About 30 seconds to a minute passes before Jorna reconvenes with your group. My brother will allow 2 of you to enter the aviary. That is the best I can do. So, Mr. Copper and whoever wishes to attend with him.
Above game, I think Pact
Yeah.
or Bulk is the best idea.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Rock, paper, scissors.
What's up, CG?
No, I was just thinking that Pact or Bulk is what I'd say.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna be honest, I want to stealth behind, so Bulk might be better given how large he is.
The DC would change with Bulk if instead of Pact, given Bulk's size. However, it is up to you all.
So he's going up to explore with them.
Need to look around.
Yeah.
So
Sure.
in this
To look
in this
around
moment,
even.
Jorna is bringing Copper and whoever else decides to come, one additional person, to speak with her brother Cliff, who is the primary bird keeper.
And we're saying either Bulk or Pact. I almost said Pulked or Backed.
Secretly, you guys are just trying to get your best eyes in there to see if anything stands out, if anything seems awry in the aviary.
Yeah. So honestly,
So-
would we rather?
I think it'd probably be best to send someone with good perception.
Yeah, actually. Y'all didn't answer my question. Oh, okay. Solomon's passive is 14.
Above game of 3.
You think most of us have a 3, except for
The
Leaf.
13.
The two with the highest passives are Lath and Pact,
Hi.
Yeah.
who I believe both have 15 passive.
Yeah.
Yep. Pact
Well,
is gonna be the better because bigger.
Yeah.
Well, bigger muscle.
Well,
Not. I was
Well,
gonna say
bigger
not by
than
much.
bigger muscle, at least.
What?
he is a
Cone
foot
muscle.
taller than Leaf.
Compared to compared to
than
Lathe, yeah, like,
Yeah.
but not by
Little
much.
guy.
Pact is more physically fit.
Correct. Physically
It
fit.
sounds like we're leaning towards Pact then.
Yeah, I think so.
Pact,
You
you venture inward with Copper. We'll kind of address the rest of the group as the two of Copper and Pact go in. The rest of y'all, Simri, are you still attempting to follow?
Yeah.
Okay, stealth check.
Woo! There we go. 25.
There you
Oh,
go.
let's go.
And then I guess just for the rest of y'all, anything y'all can think of you want to do while you are here, you are currently left to your own devices, so there may be things you can find out should you wish to prod around. But that's up to y'all if you wish to do that.
Oh wait, I'm not part of this
Remember
conversation.
No. Also, just so you guys remember, you can just talk, like, in the mental connection, like that. So if, like,
It does
in
not
character,
require
if you
any
have
sort of
any
action
ideas.
economy or anything.
Yeah, it's just a thing you can do.
Punk, what were you gonna say?
Nothing. Because I wasn't sure if you were addressing the people going up the tower or the ones waiting.
This is for the people waiting. If there's anything the three of you, Solomon, Bulk, and Lath, wish to do while you are here, while you are waiting for the rest of them to come back.
No. Maybe he's just gonna sit there and sharpen his glaive, I guess. Or one of his axes.
Okay. Solomon, Lath, anything?
Solomon, the only thing he would probably do is just probably look around, kind of just gauge what he's able to see. See if maybe there's like any potential way down the clock tower without needing to go through all the people in here.
Okay. Go ahead and make me perception or investigation, your choice. You guys are stationed near one of these stairwells here in the post office section of the building that would take you back down to the first floor.
Definitely doing investigation if that's the case.
Yeah, go for it.
Alright.
Woo,
A
woo.
21.
21.
As you venture back down the hallway, kind of patrolling this part of the building, you do note that there are not a lot of staff on duty today, or at least on this floor. You determine it's likely due to the weather. They probably have a bit of a skeleton crew going at the moment. But as you begin to pass Jorna Kale's office, you do recall that she did leave it unlocked.
You
I'm
sure
gonna send
did.
a mental note. I'm gonna send a mental thing to Bulk and Lath and go. The office is unlocked. I can take a look around in there. If you both run cover for me.
You'll hear Lath speak back. Absolutely.
So it sounds that Solomon is investigating the office. Lath and Bulk are running interference should it be needed.
The interference is putting Bulk by the door.
Honestly, yeah. If you two just... There are a couple chairs by that door. If y'all realistically just sit there, it would look like you're just waiting for Lady Kale to come back.
I'll pull a chair.
Okay.
Solomon will
Same with
snoop
Lath.
then.
Snoop, Snoop, Snoop.
We'll come back to you three.
Da-da-da-da.
And we will we'll head on over to the folks heading into the aviary itself. As you all go through the first set of double doors, Lady Kale notably waits for you to come in before shutting the doors behind you. And she kind of turns around, begins to walk past y'all to the other set. We'd like to, for the sake of security, keep 2 sets of double doors leading into the aviary for the sake of any birds who happen to get out of their pens. I ask that you keep an eye on your belongings and please do not stick any fingers into any cages. And you understand that in the event that you do stick your fingers into any cages, that you are liable for any injuries you may sustain.
Naturally, as is the fault of anyone who thinks putting their finger in a cage is a good idea. Mentally, Copper's just like, oh, someone's definitely put their finger in the cages before.
Weird.
Someone's lost a finger.
Pact would respond, if there's a rule, there's a story behind it.
Yeah, true.
Above game, don't stick your fucking fingers in a birdcage.
God, no. Yeah.
Don't fucking do it. It could
Them
be
shits
a
hurt.
tiny little fucking parakeet. Don't do it. That's how
Don't
you
do
use
it.
a finger. They will see it as a worm. Anyways. The 3 of you enter. Lady Kale opens up the door, and you are immediately presented with an iron catwalk that seems to circle around the entirety of the bell tower. And the bell tower is not overly large. It is probably in diameter, maybe roughly 20 to maybe 30 feet across. And it just goes up, probably upwards of 300 feet, maybe. But you have down below where you guys are currently stationed on this catwalk, you have what looks to be, what's the word I'm looking for? You see like desks and all sorts of, like places to sort mail and make like administrative, an administrative area is what I was the word I was trying to get.
You said that was down below?
That's down below on the first floor.
Okay.
So that seems to be primarily the area where that is where they determine what mail is going where and which bird is taking it. Up here on the second floor is this set of catwalks. It circles around the building and then around the clock tower, bell tower, and then it makes a cross in the middle going over this first floor area. You can see that there are also sets of spiraling stairs that seem to be on rails and can actually be moved alongside the perimeter of the clock tower.
Ooh.
The bell tower. So you can take these stairs and they go all the way up. They go all the way up, but most notably, there aren't bird cages that go all the way up the 300 feet. However, there are probably hundreds of cages in here.
Yeah.
Not all of them are filled, should be noted. Some of them have birds who are probably on a job or just don't have a resident to them. But pretty much everywhere you look, it's feather and bird. You see owls. You see, for the most part, it's varying species of owl, especially snowy owl, barn owl, snowy owl, horned owl. But then you see like a couple things like falcons and hawks. You see, one cage that has a little like carrier pigeon in it. A couple of those. It is a menagerie of birds in this location. But you all are guided forward towards the center of this chamber where the catwalks convene. And kind of looking up, you see some of the other bird keepers. Like, they are up looking in cages, or either feeding birds or taking a bird out of a cage for whatever reason. There's roughly 4 of these keepers, aside from the individual you approach, who you can see you can most obviously tell they seem to be related to Jordan Kale, as this individual is stationed in the center of this catwalk area.
Bird.
More birds. More bird folk. As you are presented with Cliff Kale, who is the lead bird keeper, as previously mentioned by Jorna, and also Jorna's brother. Give me a moment. I'm making sure to grab the name and relevant info for you to put into the Hoomst channel. And then, notably, alongside Cliff is another individual, not a bird, but appears to be a white-haired, part white and then part red-haired halfling individual, either halfling or gnomish in descent. As you are also met with Petra Ozfellow, who is, you'll be introduced here in a moment, but is the lead carrier here in the Messenger's Aviary.
A baby.
A baby. Da baby?
The baby?
Mr. Copper, this is Cliff Kale, my brother, our lead bird keeper, and then Petra Ozfellow, who is the lead carrier here of the Messenger's Aviary. The 3 of us together are, I guess you could call us the heads of the Aviary and its administrative functions. Cliff extends a hand out to you. A pleasure.
He'll reach up and shake.
Petra will also extend her hand out. It's good to meet you.
And pleasure to meet you.
As Copper and Pact are engaged in this conversation, Simmer, you slipping in with them, what are you doing?
Well, are they all relatively distracted at this point?
They are. There are now 5 of them in the center of this catwalk area. You're able to slink away from them without any issue.
Sweet, that is exactly what I'm gonna do. First question, I know you said the walkways can be moved. Don't want to do that. How are they set up right now?
Well, the catwalk can't be moved. It's the spiral staircases.
Yeah, the spiral staircases. Yeah, how are they set up right now?
So, looking down in the aviary like a clock face, there is one that starts at roughly the 5 o'clock position, and by the time it reaches the top, it's roughly at the maybe the 1:30 position. And then there is another one pretty much mirroring that. The 2 of them seem to be on the same rail, so if you move one, it moves both.
Okay.
So it would be 5 and what would that be? 11?
Yeah, 11-ish. You said there were, at this point, probably 3 other workers moving around, and looking and taking care of birds, correct?
There are 4 other keepers here.
Oh, 4 other, okay.
One seems to actually have a bird on the stairwell at the 5 o'clock position, roughly about halfway up. And then the other 2 seem to actually... Sorry, the other 3 seem to actually be down on the first floor. So there's only one individual currently actually caring for the birds.
Okay.
Attending to the birds
So
at the moment.
I will go to the side where the person is not.
You do see that there are a couple individuals who seem to be primarily, like, administrative, I guess you could say. So, like, there's a couple folks who are, like, writing things down on, like, a desk. There's like one individual who's currently sorting through a stack of mail. But you...
My eye on the down as I go up until I can't anymore.
You're going all the way up?
Yeah.
Okay. It is a bit of
everyone's distracted.
Yes. It is a bit of a trek as you are climbing essentially roughly 300 feet of stair.
Yes, but I anticipate, because it's copper,
Right.
it's gonna be a bit.
Yes. What are you
So let
looking
me
for?
tell you about my wonderful establishment.
Exactly.
What are you looking for, Simri?
The first thing I'm looking for is I remembered that one bird that freaked us both out. Both Copper and I, that was just staring at us one day. And while you said it wasn't odd, Simri's paranoid. I believe it was a snowy owl that was set up right across from us, and it was the same one that Copper's familiar actually saw the other day. Or today, when we sent him out to do perimeter check.
I will just give a clarification. I did not explicitly state that was the same owl.
Oh yeah, no, I'm just saying, like, there were 2 owls, and I'm
Okay.
looking for either one of them.
Okay.
Or at least more specifically, the one that freaked us out the most, but continue, yes.
There are a lot of owls, especially of the snowy variety in here.
Yes.
I'm gonna need an investigation check. It's gonna have disadvantage.
Oh boy.
Sorry, friend.
Hold on, I need it. There we go.
Again, there are a lot of birds, and you're not able to...
Hey!
explore them.
2 19s!
Nice! Nice!
2 17s.
Yeah.
That's some good ass luck.
Yeah.
You do find roughly 2/3 of the way up from where the stairwell goes all the way up, but the bird cages stop before it gets to that point.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, pretty significantly before it gets to that point, because this is a big building and you don't need a lot of space for bird cages.
Yeah.
But you are able to, roughly about 2/3 of the way up where the bird cages are concerned, you do find an owl that does roughly resemble the one you saw the day before. You think. All these owls, the snowy owls, not to sound racist or anything, but they all kind of look the same. So, your guess is really truly as good as mine. As far as if this is the same as anyone's, if this is the same owl.
Yeah. Summer just wants to know, like, try and see if she can see anything identifiable on it first before she moves on. Or if there's anything weird about that bitch other than it just staring.
I'll let the 19 investigation ride. Nothing of note as far as you're able to tell. There's nothing that really stands out or depicts this owl from the other ones, except for, spotted in some places compared to others. Nothing significant, I should say.
Yeah. Not that, then I want to... If we look up, like, is it just building from then on? Just, like, paneled wood all the way up to the roof?
So you see, as you continue going, like, all the way up, there is, like, the opening where it's actually, like, the bell tower. You see that the bell itself has seemingly been removed. So it's just that, like, gazebo-esque structure at the top. And just open air. It stops just before you actually get to, like, the roof of the building where you would come to, like, where the bell and stuff is. But, most notably, as you reach the top of the stairs, there is a large, like, net sort of structure, ringed net structure, that takes up the entirety.
Stop birds from escaping.
Yes, it's to keep birds from escaping, as you're able to tell pretty easily. Most notably, the net is currently closed. Like, there's no open way currently. So you presume that they have stopped the traffic of birds, at least for the moment, probably given the weather.
Yeah. Do I see anything while I'm up there, whether that is on the building, where the bell used to be, or, like, just down from as far as I could see?
Everything seems to be up to code. It's very
Not
clear.
up to
I'm laying the
code.
19 investigation, right?
Okay.
Everything seems to be up to code. Nothing seems to be out of sort. You can tell that they take this business pretty seriously, considering that this is Blackwall's primary postal service. You can tell that the building is well cared for. There is, in this instance, very little wear and tear as far as, like, the net goes. You don't feel like anyone, at least recently, has cut through the net when they shouldn't. The building is well cared for.
Sumri will start to make her way down, just keeping an eye out, looking at the other side to see as much as she can.
Okay. As for Pact and Copper, so my sister, Cliff's speaking up, so my sister tells you that you are looking for a bird, a snowy owl with a red feather.
Yes, that would be the familiar that I lost.
Well, suffice to say, we keep a well-maintained record of all birds coming in and out, and I can't say that there is one that matches that description that has come into the building, at least not one that has been noted. Let me explain. Our birds are named. We've given them identities. It makes us, one, easier to connect with them, and two, easier to track, as we're able to identify them easier. And so, occasionally we do have birds that make their way into the aviary that don't necessarily belong. And unfortunately, I can't say that one has been recorded. Normally when a bird like that makes its way in, we set it aside in case it's a stray, or if someone has lost a bird of some sort. Magically inclined folk like yourself with familiars. But unfortunately, that one is not one that I have had reported today or in the past couple of days.
I see. Perhaps it may not have flown in yet, or I may be entirely misled. The directions would have led it here, but it's entirely possible that it would have been interpreted elsewhere. If it's all right, Kenna gestures up to the catwalks. The leash that I use to connect with my familiar has about a range of 100 feet. If I could find myself in the center, I could scan around, get the upper and lower floors at the same time, and fully determine if they are here or not.
Well, you're welcome to try from this point if you wish. Unfortunately, the only way to really go up from here is through the stairwells that align the building. But realistically, doing it from this point should give you a good enough basis. Normally, when a bird like that comes in, we keep it around the bottom so they're easy to reach. So if it is here, chances are you should be able to connect with it.
Very well then. Permit me a minute or so. The ritual can be a little long or a little short, depending on how familiar I am with my my familiar. Um, with the newness of the bond, I have to check something. Now the spell of Find Familiar can take up to an hour for the summoning, but to establish a connection, much easier. It shouldn't take more than 5 minutes. Will you allow me to simply reach out from this position then for that long?
Copper, persuasion check. I'll go ahead and give you advantage on the roll, as they, again, do seem to be buying your story.
Ah, 20.
Nice.
It doesn't take long for him to kind of gesture, he's got one hand, kind of like how he's posed in the portrait, he's got one hand on his hip, another hand kind of hanging down. He, with the hanging hand, kind of gestures to you. Go right on ahead.
Copper will find like a decent spot. He will sit down and he will assume a meditative position. Very similar to what he does when he actually summons a familiar. But while he is in this position trying to reach out, he is going to send a psychic message to Pact and to Semri.
Mm-hmm.
As well as everyone else, actually, while I'm on it. I've given us about 5 minutes to look around. Do it stealthily. Keep an eye out. We will be returning downstairs in probably 7 or 8 minutes from now.
I will say, Simri, most of your investigations thus far will take up the majority of that time.
Yeah.
As you are conducting this ritual, Copper, Pact, you who are still stood there, you hear Cliff kind of lean over to his sister Jorna. I'm going to go check the roof. Make sure that his bird didn't end up stuck up there somehow. Very well. Stay safe.
Would be dumb.
You
What's
would
up,
be dumb.
punk?
Because I wouldn't know where the fuck to go. It's never been there before.
Yeah.
True.
She's like, I can't get in. There's a fucking dead dude.
Oh, this hole doesn't go anywhere. It's just roof out.
Checking.
But I can't get through the roof.
Checking the roof is thankfully easy when you can fly.
Yeah.
True.
Good thing Semri just left.
Notably, Cliff does not go up past the net or anything. He actually, goes out the way y'all came into the bell tower, and unseen to y'all, goes outside the standard way, and ascends up to the roof of the tower, which, he's looking for a bird that isn't fucking there.
Yet.
Meanwhile, Petra kind of looks at you. Are you enjoying the facilities so far? Not many people get to come back here and actually see the aviary. It's quite intriguing, isn't it?
He'll just look over, kind of flatly say, "It's all right."
I mean, it's all right, I guess.
I guess, dude.
Oh, he's so
Sorry,
bad
my
at
fucking-
conversating.
No, my fucking sticky keys are going crazy right now.
No,
Okay.
sticky keys! Me on December 1st. Anyways.
Wow. Wow.
Christ.
Petrol.
He'll kind of finish up.
Mhm.
Apologies. I'm not very. I don't really know what to be expecting, so I'm just
No,
kind of
that's all right.
in a state right now, I guess.
Oh,
Yeah, you could say that.
is anything the matter?
Too long of a story, if I'm being honest, for idle conversation.
I understand. I understand. Pact, why don't you go ahead and roll me insight?
Rolling bones.
Community.
She does seem to be taking a genuine interest into you and your group, as she said, not many people come into, outside of staff, come into the aviary. You've learned how to read people from your time on your own, out on the road here in Blackwall. It's practically a requirement here in Blackwall. Something does seem to be troubling her, but she's trying to put on a face. You get the impression it's maybe something lingering in the back of her mind.
He won't narrow his eyes. No, that's not what he's gonna do. He's gonna look towards. And you said this is Petra?
This is Petra, yes.
Okay. He'll look towards Petra. You know, crazy things happen in the city all the time, and unexpected happenings are occurring more and more, much like that Guinevere ship the other day crashing into
gosh.
the harbor.
The Guinevere. I heard about that. It was absolutely dreadful. And now, of course, this massive snowstorm. Apparently, this is supposed to be the normal for the next day or two. So that'll be fun for our service. My staff will enjoy that.
Has anything in the area occurred after that day that would be considered, I don't know, abnormal? We've been getting reports at the Dawn Creed Guild about strange happenings. Activity is becoming a bit more, I don't know, targeted, I guess is the word for common, I want to say.
As you mentioned,
Strange stuff.
As you mentioned the Dawn Creed, she kind of eyes you quizzically, and then she realizes, she probably acknowledges the assemblage of the Dawn Creed upon your person, and she looks to you, she goes, "Oh, you're Dawn Creed, you're a Creed member."
Yeah, I'm a bronze rank in the guild itself. My associate here hired me on for a little extra help, especially with the storm that came in. I'm pretty decent at navigating blizzards such as this.
I see. Pact, do me a favor. Roll me just a straight charisma, like a charisma check. Make it with advantage, given the information you've relayed to her. But it is not it's just the charisma stat check. Thank you.
18.
18. I see. Well, you asked if anything outside the normal has happened. I'd hate to trouble you, a member of the Creed. And here, Jorna, kind of off to the side. Petra, I'm sure he's fine. He might be Jorna, but I'm admittedly worried.
If it's something within our power to do, I could always take the request up to the appropriate channels back at the guild hall, and a request will be put in momentarily.
Maybe that's a good idea. Jorna kind of speaks up. Petra, the Dawn Creed more works with monsters and supernatural things. I think your request may be a bit more fitting for the Black Watch if we really need to go to that extent. I understand, but it. let me start from the beginning.
I was going to say, allow me to determine if it's, I guess, up to snuff for what our usual day-to-day business is.
Well, you see, one of my carriers, Gilgugzark, we call him Gil, orcish man, late 40s, built thicker than Blackwall's namesake. He hasn't reported in a couple days. Gil is normally very punctual. He's never late. Rarely takes a day off. He's hardworking. He's, frankly, the ideal employee. Which is why it troubles me. I haven't seen Gil since day before last. His mom, Gala, is sick. Sometimes he has to take time off to take care of her. But even then, he always lets me know. It's my job to, care for my other carriers and be aware of their troubles at home. And I'll admit, not hearing from him, it has me worried. Pact. Above game. This is definitely a job more suitable for the Black Watch. However, this is probably pertinent information that your group can maybe look into, should you choose to.
I'll relay the information, but I'm probably going to also have to make mention of this to the guard themselves, if that's okay.
I completely understand. I was planning on stopping by his home on the way home after my shift today, and just to check on him, but maybe it's good to put the word out early. It's probably nothing, surely.
Typically, I'm not sure if it's the same here, but typically 48 hours is the usual time frame between someone who would be considered, and pardon my bluntness, missing, or just so happens to be misplaced in a way.
Yes, of course. It's honestly a bit relieving just to tell someone and maybe get that ball rolling, I believe the saying is.
I'll admit, you're definitely a little more... Apologies, my comment is not terrific. Astute, or at least more concerned with your employees. I mean, the gods will know I've had plenty of managers and bosses and higher ups that wouldn't really pay this much attention.
Well, I certainly appreciate the compliment. Also, gamers, in the Hoops channel, you have Gilzark, who is a carrier for the messengers Aviary, as she just mentioned, and then you have his mother, Galazark, who is Gilgug's mother.
I think it would be at this point where both Pact and not Solomon, nope, Copper, I guess technically the rest of the crew would hear Simri go. Nothing weird about the birds and the aviary itself. Nothing on the roof as far as I can tell. Going to try and make my way back down.
Pact will relay probably nothing, but the aviary has a missing employee, Gilzark. Been missing for like the last couple of days.
Probably nothing, he says, when there's a literal serial killer on the loose.
Literally nothing, he says, especially because it could just be a coincidence.
Solomon, we're going to jump back over to you. You are exploring Jorna's office, investigating, if you will. J. Frost?
He's dead! You're muted, bro.
He's muted. He's dead.
No!
Looking at the time, maybe we could take a break while J Frost comes back.
Yes, actually, I think that's a great idea. Let's go ahead and take a bio break.
Awesome. I gotta get this dog outside. He's been freaking up my ass for like the last 20 minutes.
Aww, the baby.
Oh, that's awkward.
All right, friends.
Door.
Thank you all for tuning on in. We will be back in just a few moments. I accidentally paused the recording quickly, so this is going to be a weird cut in the VOD. But we will be back in just a moment. Don't go anywhere. Hello. We return. Alright, friends. J Frost is away for a few moments, so we will come back to Solomon here in a little bit. Let me change our music, actually. We've had this one going for a bit. We'll go with Old Reliable.
Oh, reliable.
Old Reliable. I've been here the whole time. Alright, so since we are waiting on J Frost to return, he is currently getting some food, so he'll be back here in a few minutes. In the meantime, we'll pop back over to the folks in the Aviary. Copper! Hey, friend, are you
Hi.
actually conducting this ritual?
I'm using the same motions for Find Familiar the spell, but it's complete horseshit. There's no magic behind it.
Mm-hmm.
And once my time has passed, my allotted time of 5 minutes, I will break the trance. That's all right.
Okay. I will say, make me a deception check. I'm giving you advantage because they seem to be buying your story and you actually know the spell. So you're able to mirror them pretty easily.
23.
Excellent. Yeah, you have no issues.
Nice.
As
After about...
yeah,
Go ahead.
after about 5 minutes, you don't find your bird, as you can imagine.
No.
What?
I know, crazy.
No. Dear God.
There's more.
No.
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 Anyway.
Copper will stand back up, ceasing the ritual, and he will, like, put his hands on his sides and just... Oh... I'm afraid I've wasted everyone's time. They do not seem to be here.
Cliff, who I just now noticed, I spelled him as Kilf in the handout. Let me fix that.
Good thing most of us are dyslexic.
I was about to say, thanks guys for none of you pointing that out to me.
I thought it was different. Like, I thought it was, like, pronounced differently. You don't know what these new age fucking names. Braylon's fucking there.
Braylon, God, don't talk to
Braylon.
me. Hey,
Cliff.
What are you scolding me for now?
Cliff enters back into the aviary around this time. I did not see your bird on the roof. My apologies, Sir Copper. Did you have any luck with your ritual?
Unfortunately, no. I believe that I may have wasted your time, good sir, Master
No.
Kale.
Oh, it's quite all right. Well, I'll tell you what. We will do another thorough inspection of our birds here. Of our birds in residence. We'll make note of the description you gave us, and if we find your bird, or if your bird shows up, we will let you know as soon as we're able.
Thank you kindly. I shall look around a few different places. Perhaps out by the docks where I get my supplies would be another place that they may make their way to. I shall see about heading that way later.
Of course, of course. My apologies that we were not able to be of more assistance to you.
Oh, my good Master Kale, you have been most of high assistance as it is. Though you did not solve my problem, you did confer that it was not here.
Also,
And-
if it's anything to go off of, I mean, not what Petra mentioned is could lead to something in the future.
And
Jorna will speak up. My brother and I have discussed how a number of our birds, if they take shelter during the cold, they will actually oftentimes take cover under many of the bridges in Blackwall, so that could be a place for you to try and maybe see if your bird is there.
Hey Tart, are there any bridges close-ish to the copper piece?
There is actually one, like, no shit, like 20 feet, like the base of it is about 20 feet from the copper piece. So while it has like the standard bridges that like go over the canal and everything, there are some like higher elevated bridges that people can use to kind of mitigate foot traffic, like big old like stone bridges. And so as they go over the city streets, they have like the archways and their little alcoves that oftentimes people will hang out under and to get out of the inclement weather.
Copper's just gonna be like, he's just gonna snap his fingers like, that is a brilliant idea. I had no idea that birds would do such a thing. There is a bridge not too far from the copper piece that might fit the description.
Oh, well, that's wonderful. Hopefully your bird is maybe returned home and is just taking shelter for the moment.
Oh, I can only hope. Thank you for your insights.
Yes, of course, Sir Copper.
And Copper's going to produce, he is going to produce a gold piece for each, and he's just going to go, it's not much, but please, allow me to express my gratitude.
Oh, Master Copper, we don't normally accept tips for our work.
Very well. I only offer as courtesy.
Copper,
Thank
as
you.
you're saying this, Petra says to you, she doesn't speak for me, and is going to take the gold piece.
I'll write off a gold piece.
Yes, Petra. She's I'm not going to turn down free gold. Fuck you.
I shall leave.
I try not to keep this change on me. Sometimes the birds try to eat it.
that fair.
Very reasonable.
I'm going to leave an excellent review. Um,
On kelp.
On
Yeah.
Yelp.
Kelp.
Okay, Yelp.
It's not Yelp, it's Scream here. Shout, holler.
No, it's
Holler.
Scram.
Holler.
Scram.
Scram. Holler is the dating app.
Yeah, holler.
Damn it, you're right.
You know what? No, that's
Oh, writing these down.
wait.
Holler is also the name of the brothel.
What are you
They're
gonna say, Phil?
diversifying.
Wouldn't it actually be Tinder because it needs fire?
It's called Ember.
Amber.
There we go.
Yeah.
Spark, even.
But it sounds like business here in the Aviary specifically has concluded.
Indeed.
I just
Copper
said
will
I
send-
back in.
Yeah. Copper will send a message across to the other members. The ruse has run its course. We are headed back your way, so if you have any investigations of your own away from prying eyes, be sure to wrap it up and make everything look presentable.
You just hear crashing sounds.
Yeah. That's actually like everyone thinks it's Bach. It's actually just Lath stumbling through a window.
Yeah. No!
Bach, why'd you put that banana peel there?
He was hungry.
Cutting over to the other group. I know J Frost isn't quite back yet. So I'll just come out and say it so everyone is aware. After an extensive investigation of Jorna's office, Solomon would determine that everything seems much like everywhere else in the place does seem to be up to code. There doesn't seem to be any sort of secrets in the desk or in the chamber itself. There doesn't seem to be any like discrepancies in the paperwork that is immediately presentable to him and his investigations. Nothing outside the normal, it would seem, in Lady Kale's office.
Understood.
Is there kale in her office?
No.
They're upstairs.
Why not? You can grow
Because
kale
they're
anywhere.
upstairs.
She's more of a
You can grow
spinach
kale
gal.
in-
Leave her alone.
Fuck! You're right. Shit.
But-
What about her brother?
You'd have to fucking ask, babe. I'm gonna be so honest with you. Moving past the train of thought.
Anyways.
With that, you all are able to reconvene, having seemingly kept your ploy, I guess you could say. Having kept this face that you've been trying to put forth to the staff here at the Messenger's Aviary. Ultimately, Jorna kind of, now you all gathered back up. Oh, I'm sorry we couldn't help you all, but perhaps there is anything else I could do for you before we depart?
Copper will shake his head. No, thank you, but I cannot speak for the rest of my companions.
Simri just shakes her head.
Last call for anything here at the Messenger's Aviary, at least directly involving the staff before you.
Lace doesn't have anything. Sorry, was eating a crunch bar.
Yummy.
Guess that answers that.
Yeah.
Jorna will, shortly before you guys leave, Petra will actually walk up to your group once more. Apologies for interrupting. I wanted to give this to you, actually, and she is going to pass a note to you, Pact, about that employee that we had spoken about, his address, if it's relevant to either the Creed or the Black Watch.
I'll let them know, and just in case something comes up. Though, the more and more I think about it, the more and more it's kind of becoming Black Watch business.
I understand. Regardless, I appreciate your assistance.
Appreciate you giving us a heads up in this matter. It might, who knows, it might help out with something else in the future.
She kind of gives you a light bow of the head. Also, welcome back, J. Frost.
Hello.
CG.
So, J. Frost, kind of going over what happened with Solomon, because we've had to kind of gloss over it just because you weren't quite back yet, which is fine. Kind of just giving you a brief synopsis for what happened with Solomon. Solomon, after extensive investigating, did not find anything out of sorts in Lady Kale's office. There were no secret writings, no like hidden drawers or anything with the bookshelves. Everything seems normal and up to code. Nothing outside the normal.
Okay, that's fine.
You all have reconvened right now, just now. And Miss Osfellow has given Pact the address for the missing employee. Should you all seek to use that for your investigation, that is up to y'all. But Pact, go ahead and either put in your notes or in your inventory Gilgug Zark's address.
Got it.
Well, then thank you all for bringing this matter to our attention. If you come right this way, I can lead you all back down to the lobby. This is Jorna Kale speaking.
Yeah. Yeah.
We follow.
Lady Kale guides you all back downstairs, back into the main lobby where the clerk who had helped you all, Damia, She smiles, seeing you all return. And then she notices the lack of the bird and notes to you, Copper. Oh, I'm sorry. Were we unable to help you with finding your bird?
I wouldn't say that, though you did not have the bird upstairs. You and the other workers at the aviary proper were able to give me an excellent idea on a lead.
Wonderful. Hopefully it assists you in finding the bird.
Indeed. Thank you for listening to me and my request.
Yes, of course. I'm happy to help with anything you all need, business or otherwise.
I just want to do an insight since I haven't done that.
Sure.
And I don't know if we did that when we met her. So
For Damia?
yeah,
Sure. Roll me insight.
13. We're moving. The dice are rolling.
She seems to have not just this desired help, she seems to have like this genuine enthusiasm towards her job and towards helping folks who need it, which is why you can presume that's probably part of why she became a desk clerk. You're also not sure quite what she meant at the end there when she said or otherwise? Business or otherwise?
I caught that too.
Yeah.
Copper, if you want to insight as well, feel free.
Sure.
Everyone just hears in their heads. Or otherwise. What? Oh, my God.
17?
Copper there are a number of you, and you all are. I'll say it straight. Y'all are hot. Y'all are D&D characters. You're hot by default. Pretty sure that was a pass at maybe not specifically you, but just kind of to your group as a whole.
She said all of you are hot. I'd take literally any one of you out at any point.
Casting the
By
literal whitest of nets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We love a bi queen.
We love when someone just shoots their shot. Is like, I don't know, blind shot.
Shotgun.
If you need to get a hold of Lath, you can always find him in the church.
Well,
She doesn't know that.
she doesn't know that. Yeah. I don't know, Lath. Roll an insight to see if you catch.
Yeah, actually, you know what? Fuck it. Lath, roll insight. Anyone who wants to, shit. See if you pick
Sounds
up on
like
this as
interest.
well.
Roll insight.
Yeah, right.
Do I
Me
detect
as
a mutual
Joe.
interest?
Me as Joe, I want to see what happens.
Yeah. Anyone who wants to insight, go for it.
I just want to see what you guys get.
Yeah, fuck it, an insight.
Yes!
God, that is such a thematic roll for Lath.
Pro.
Hey!
Semri's thinking about investigating and murder right now. She's not looking at people in that way.
Oh,
Do you care to roll?
Punk.
Punk.
I didn't realize Bach was there. I thought they were still coming back downstairs.
No, we're all down.
This is you all having reconvened, and you are currently making your way out.
Also thematic.
Also
Nah.
thematic.
That one with a 4.
Somehow it flips to the other side of being so gay that he didn't notice.
Oh, I love it. Well, Pact, Lath especially, and Solomon, you all do pick up on this. Solomon omitted it as a bit of a surprise that I picked up on that, because Solomon normally doesn't register that kind of thing.
And is also...
He's just looking at... He just picks it up, and then he's just like... Eh. Like, mentally, you just hear...
drops it.
Eh.
Everyone with the mental connection just hears, "Oh God, why me?"
I see.
Almost as if he
Kindred.
forgot.
Ah, I see. Mood, kitty bread.
Should anyone seek to make an advance, you are welcome to. Maybe not in this exact moment, because she is one working
Not
and
when
you guys
she's
are
at
doing
work.
important shit. But if anyone wishes to
It's-
capitalize on this later, DM me, let me know, we'll discuss. But perhaps
Can Leif just make the comment with a sweet, like, a really sweet smile? Well, if you ever would like to find me, you can always find me at the Church of Freda.
okay. Leif, charisma check. I'm gonna give you advantage on this one.
Ooh, get it.
Olay,
Ooh,
olay,
get it.
olay.
Get laid.
Yeah.
Get late.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
13.
Okay.
I'm not using my inspiration to get laid.
It'd be funny
no,
though.
Get laid.
There's a little bit of a light blushing to her cheeks. She kind of does that thing where she like moves her hair behind her ear a little bit. Oh, well, that is certainly a kind invite. Thank you.
She said I was
Oh.
expecting people to flirt back. Oh no.
Yeah, she's doing the panic right now. I'll consider
Didn't think I'd
it.
get this far.
I didn't think I would get this far.
What do I do now?
Actually, like,
Me,
unironically,
anytime
that's
someone
probably
hits on me, though.
actually unironically that's probably what she's thinking. I did not think I would get this far.
I didn't think that worked. Summery starts to walk out.
Pact follows.
It's pulling everyone away.
Perfect.
Where are we going?
Away.
I love Block just being like, why are we leaving? What's going on? We are
So
going
I'm-
to the docks, customer?
I imagine that we like head out a fair ways and like we're just walking, and while we are walking, we are continuing talking in the mental connection.
Yes.
Yes. It lasts how long, Simri? 5 hours?
5 hours.
Okay. The entirety of this investigation here at the Aviary amounts to roughly an hour in change. So, you still got some time. I'm gonna change your music here. As I do believe y'all are heading to the Docks District. Moment. Just still getting some music.
Uno momento.
Perfect. So, I guess my question is, before we continue on to the Docks District, what all do you discuss? What have your conversation in game about what all you discovered?
Oh God! If our butcher is hiding, they are doing an excellent job of it.
Yeah, I
If
didn't
they've-
find any traces in there at all.
No sign of their activity in the aviary. No sign of anything out of place. Something that big, it would be difficult for one person to hide out.
For Pact, you did mention one of the workers went missing recently, right?
Yeah, Gilgug Zark. Apparently it's been a couple of days.
That could be something to look into. Consider, if I was getting back, and I needed a new identity, I would try to find someone isolated, one whose life I could slip into.
He does have a good routine.
It might be worth visiting up on this address to check up on them.
Can
Let's-
I see the address? I guess I could ask that in
Oh.
game. Pact, I need to see the address. I need to see how far away it is.
Hands it over.
I will perceive. Look at it. Where is it?
Anyone who, and this could be Lath, Pact, I'll ask for the rolls for the two of you, but anyone else who would wish to see this address as well, go ahead and give me history checks.
History, you say?
4.
That one again.
5.
There you
22.
go, Solomon.
Jeez.
Thank you, Solomon.
Dang.
Hold on. I'm trying. Oh, an 18.
Hey!
Someone made it over 10. Someone else made it over 10, I should say.
All we had to do to get over Copper's bad rolls was put him in the situation he was meant to be in and give him advantage.
Every roll.
Okay. This makes sense for Lath, actually, not making the check because Lath has not been here super long. However,
I have a map.
you do have a map. That is an important part, actually. I'm gonna give Lath advantage because you're able to consult your map. Your map.
15.
15. Those of you with the 10 or higher, so that is Lath, Copper, and Solomon. The address that you were given is up in the... trying to think. It would be up further towards... not quite the northern district of town, where it's a bit nicer, there's a bit more, like, nobility there, but probably closer to, like, the northwestern. Actually, a bit closer over to where Pac's apartment is, for those... for the couple of you who would know Pac's address, which is not many of you. In fact, I
What's that?
believe the only person who would know that would
wait.
be Pact and Simri, so I guess that makes sense.
I assume Bulk would know too.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, then I guess for that, the three people who failed the check, you know where Pac's address
We were rolling for city knowledge. We have packed knowledge, unfortunately.
Yes.
Sure,
All
you were
three of
looking at the
us.
wrong book.
Listen, I'm-
above game
I'm okay,
reference, it's
I'm not that
roughly in
smart.
the same region where Pac's apartment building is. Which the three of you pass are able to determine the district. You just don't know necessarily that that happens to be near where Pact lives.
Look, we relied on packed history, now we're relying on packed tactics.
Yes.
We've already made that joke. Not today, but we
Literally.
made that joke already.
Literally, my server name in Tarts
gonna say it.
Discord.
Joe changed his name in my server to Tactics, which is hard to say actually.
Right.
Pact's Tactics.
Yeah.
Tactics.
We've been saying it for a few
Tactics.
years now.
We have Bonk.
Yes. Anyways.
But
Sorry.
yes.
Yes.
So that is the information you get with those checks. The question of whether or not you all follow up on that is up to you.
I'd say it's probably worth a gander go around to take a look.
Yeah. We do have to stop by the docks to inform Lib, though. So,
Mm-hmm.
do that. Probably first. Where is the fishery in town?
So the
Closer to the docks.
fishery warehouse, yes, it is in close proximity to where the Guinevere crashed. And you know that Libyahine said she was going back to that crash site to continue her investigation. So realistically, that's the best place you want to go next.
Yeah, do we want to actually hit Gilgug's place first before we go to Lib? Because
Gilgug's place is out of the
out of the
way
way?
in reference
Yeah.
to the docks. However, it wouldn't be so far out of the way to where you couldn't do it if you all really wanted to. It would take extra
get
time.
as much
though.
information. We want to get extra administration.
Administration.
What?
I
They
Jesus,
said it, not me.
I personally want to get more
Well, I
information
said too, but-
before going to Lib. But that's me.
Okay.
I'm asking the whole group.
I'm down. Copper will say something if that's all right, though.
Yeah, go ahead.
There is one thing. Although I like the idea of pursuing this lead and finding this Gilgug, I recommend at this juncture caution. Consider that the first breadcrumb on this trail was provided by our quarry themselves with an obscure riddle. Provided that they assumed that we answered the riddle, and then we followed another breadcrumb, perhaps to an apartment somewhere, the one for someone who might be shut in, the probability of a trap is non-zero.
I was going to mention the same thing. That with apparently Gilgug's mother is not doing well. She's ill. I'm not. Hang on. Above game, did Petron they mention that if the mother is in the hospital or like at their place?
The presumption based on what they said is that Gilgug is taking care of his mother at home. His mother lives with him due to her illness, and thus sometimes Gilgug has to take time off to stay at home and care for his mother.
Okay. So for me, I guess if I was in that mindset, grabbing him as well as his mom would just be another easy target. It could be trapped to high hell.
Let us approach with caution, but approach nonetheless.
So it sounds like, and I do just want to confirm, it sounds like you guys are leaning in favor of going to check out Gilgug's place.
The rest of you who are not speak,
Mhm.
please answer.
Sir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seems like honestly the best thing to do. Especially if we can manage to be quick about it. We could probably kill two birds with one stone. No joke.
Please don't kill the birds
say
in the
no joke.
aviary. I worked
Please
hard
don't
on
kill Cliff or
I
Kale.
worked hard on constructing that aviary. Please don't break it.
It did look really nice.
Thank you.
Mentally,
was
I
nice.
suppose.
2 Gilgugs.
Yeah.
God, sounds like a restaurant.
It does kind of sound like a restaurant.
Gilgug's
it's
bar.
Gumbo.
God,
Gilgug's
it's
gumbo.
It's
Yeah.
fucking black. Oh god, it's the city's version of Applebee's.
I'm pretty sure we'll go there. We'll go there and we'll see Carlac on her first date outside.
Oh my god, yes. Thank you,
Gil
Joe.
Gooks. Right?
Gilgug.
That's
Two
their thing.
Gilgugs.
Go good.
Alrighty.
No, you're right. It is G. Okay, my bad.
You all make your way over to that portion of town where you find with relative ease the name or the address that you were given by Petra Osfellow. Most notably, things seem to be in order just approaching the door to his apartment. He does have an apartment in a building of similar design to PAX, just for everyone above game. but everything does seem to be in order. There doesn't seem to be anything most notably out of sorts. Snow has,
Question.
as many of the other places in town, is abundant here, but there are some folks along the roads trying to clear what they can, clear the walkways. But heading up to the door to Gilgug's apartment, which is on the 3rd floor, things seem to be normal.
Windows?
There is not a front window into the apartment.
But just like based off of Pax's apartment, were there like windows on the side or anything?
No, I don't believe so, because I think genuinely Pact would pick an apartment that does not have outdoor access. Aside from the front door.
Yeah.
Pact, is that a
just
correct
asking, like,
summation?
That is a correct assumption. I think he would probably only have like 2 windows in the entire place, if I'm being
It'd
honest.
probably be in the living room, huh?
I would argue the kitchen, just in case like it gets like too hot after like cooking something.
There is a window in the kitchen that goes out towards the back of the building, like you said, in case you need to like let smoke out for whatever reason or whatever. And then there is a small window in the bathroom that also looks out back behind the building. And that would be the same case for this. There are 2 small windows on the back of the building, but there's not one out front by the door. There are some larger windows on the apartments on the 1st floor that look out front, kind of like the big like motel windows, if you know what I mean? But this apartment is on the 3rd floor, so this doesn't have that.
Is there a wraparound to get to those back windows, or no?
You would have to go out and behind the building.
Well, I mean, like, from the 3rd floor platform that we're on, is there a wraparound to walk there, is what I mean.
No, there's not.
Okay.
So we're basically just having to trek it up to the apartment particular itself.
You would have to go. You got to go up the stairs and through the front door, or you had to scale the wall on the back of the building.
Simri's just gonna go. I'm gonna see if there's anything in the back. Just gonna take the roof. It's far easier than going all the way back down the stairs. Simri's just gonna get on the roof. If anyone wishes to follow.
Not I, says the not dexterous
Oh god.
wizard.
Sorry.
Yeah, Lace.
Not the song I thought it was.
Tempting. It's
Elevator?
super tempting.
You should
Come
do
on,
Punk, did you
Pat.
just ask if there was an elevator?
it.
Fucking what?
No, I didn't ask. I just said elevator.
Elevator.
It's not an elevator.
Come on, Pact, you know you want to.
This group has such a
May
fucking
as well.
fear of front doors that y'all are willing to scale the back of a building just so you don't have to go through the front fucking door.
Yeah, because
Oh,
there's people in
through
front
the
of
front.
doors.
I'm going
That
through the
dude.
front.
Yeah, like
It's for
over half of
safety.
the group. Half of
Sounds
the
like a
group is
challenge.
going through the
I'll
front
open
door.
the damn door.
Wait, hold on. Gonna let Bulk take point on the door.
Yes, he who fills up the whole door.
Okay. So
Just
I
in case,
have.
there's like a scorpion on the other side.
Where do you think this man lives?
I'm not talking about the bug, I'm talking about the ballista.
Oh.
I thought he was
I have
going
to
to say. I'm not
repeat
talking
that
about
question. What?
I'm not talking about the bug. I'm talking about the character. I was thinking about Scorpion from Mortal Kombat.
Get over it! Emit latches onto Bulk. Bulk does not move. Bulk instead grabs the chain and screams, "No, you come here." Yoink!
He armored.
Anyways,
Oh, yeah. Go.
Combo
Anyways,
breaker.
So it sounds like Pact and Simri are circling around to the back of the building to check the windows, correct?
using the woof.
Yeah.
Okay.
Using my new climbing tools.
Okay. Both of you. Pact, you do not have to make a check. Simri, I'm gonna need an acrobatics check.
Oh boy. That's a 22.
Okay. You are able to climb and keep pace with Pact. You have experience climbing buildings like this before, so this is not a surprise.
Freak.
Both of you make me investigation checks. I'll say you're helping each other, so both of you can have advantage.
Yay! Wow. 19.
18.
Perfect. The both of you climb up to the two windows. There seems to be no one in the kitchen or in the bathroom. Most notably, it also seems like the lights are out, which is valid. It's, mid-afternoon. There seems to be no tampering or damage to the windows. They're roughly iced over a little bit given the cold. But
Hey,
aside from that, seems normal.
You said no lights at all. Not that we know, but no lights at all.
No
lights
lights in the
on.
kitchen or bathroom as far as you're able to tell.
Okay.
At the very least, it doesn't seem like the lights in the kitchen or bathroom are on. And I can't tell if there are any other lights on further into the home. No tampering of any kind around. It's just quiet.
Noted.
Do the
Yeah,
two of
out.
you... Sorry, go ahead, Copper.
We're about to approach the door, so keep sharp.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay.
The two of you are staying.
I'm gonna stay on the roof.
Pact, are you staying?
May as well just keep an eye out.
Okay. Both of you go ahead and just make me perception checks. Or if you want to opt for your passive, you're welcome to.
Do a perceiver, Rooney.
That's a 7.
Once I find it. There we go. Roll 20?
That's also a 7.
7. Shh, we need.
Come on,
well,
one
we got
more and
7,
we hit
7,
Vegas,
7.
baby.
No, it's not at advantage for me.
It is admittedly a bit difficult to see in the heavy snow, but thankfully you have the benefit of, because there's so much snow, if somebody stands out, they'll stand out.
Ignore this roll. I just want to see if there's something wrong with roll 20 real quick.
Well, good to get it out of the way.
Damn!
Yeah, I got it out of the way. No, it took forever. It took forever for that perception roll to come through for me. So I
Sometimes
got
roll 20
worried
just
that-
does that. I see that happen. I've had that happen. Sometimes
I
roll
also
20
couldn't-
just has to think about it. Like, what am I doing?
I also couldn't see the dice roll at all. It made the sound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get scared. Okay.
The rest of you, though, you receive this report from Pact and Simri. You are stood in front of the apartment for one Gilgug Zark. What do you do?
I'ma do something real quick.
Uh-huh.
Ritual casting.
Wellness check! Kicks open the door. No.
I'd like to ritual cast detect magic.
I guess I should have expected the party to kick the door open before they fucking
No.
knock.
No, they weren't.
We're not
That was
kicking the
just-
door yet!
That's just punk.
I'll say that you were able
Not
to...
That's a punkism, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I'll say you were able to ritually cast this, Solomon, while you were waiting for Pact and Simri to make their way up to the windows and onto the roof.
Yay.
So,
And Persephone
Yay.
for activity at least near the door or anything.
yeah, roll me perception.
Prepicicity.
Precipitate.
Ooh, 22.
Damn!
Ooh.
Bulk, just initial glance at the door. It's got a little bit of frost on it from the heavy snow. The walkway to this door is covered, so you're not getting blasted, but you do have some buffeting from just gradual parts of the snow. But You don't hear any movement inside. You don't see anything out of sorts, just giving the front of the apartment a once over. You do see... You see a set of footprints that have come from one, like an apartment a couple doors down, and have most notably made their way down here, past this door. And so you think to check, oh, well, are there any footprints of any or signs of Gilgug having left the apartment? So you look down, you start looking at the snow here on the floor, and you don't see any. If Gilgug left, I mean, it is heavy snow, so it could have just been covered back up. But if Gilgug left recently, it's not showing in the snow. If he left a while ago, who knows? Or he could be inside. But you don't hear anything inside.
I'm writing notes down, sorry.
Yeah, all good. So I guess in short, it's no signs of Gilgug coming or going in the short term, and no immediate sounds inside. That is a more put together way of presenting the information I have for you, instead of stammering like an idiot like I was a second ago.
Gotcha, thank you.
I got you.
I've
You're
scribbled.
idiot.
Solomon. Detect magic goes
What
up.
up? Yes.
Outside here. Detect magic, it goes through 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, and 1 foot of lead, or 3 of wood or dirt. This is primarily like stone and brick. So I'm gonna kind of put the two together. So you would actually, because this is not quite a foot of stone, you are able to kind of get your perception into the building itself a little bit with the detect magic, and you do not pick up anything.
Don't pick up anything magical. Still, be on guard. Doesn't mean that there isn't traps. He'll just keep the detect magic up as long as he can, while waiting for whoever to open the door.
Kind of looks at Balk. Master Balk, you would have the most reason to knock on the door. As a member of the Dawn Creed, and something that Master Pact has been asked of. Would you be so kind?
Alright.
Fucking kicks open the door.
Wellness check.
Wham wham!
Housekeeping!
Wellness check!
I was waiting.
Housekeeping.
Housekeeping!
Bulk.
What does
you...
Bulk actually do?
Slam slam. Wellness check.
Bulk you. Moment of silence passes.
No good!
No answer.
I'll try again harder.
Okay. Nothing.
Surprised you didn't wake Nug up.
Oh. Well, good. I don't want to wake the dog.
Can I do something?
Anyone?
Go ahead, Balk.
Anyone dexterous? And he'll tap one of his claws on the lock.
So, Copper's gonna go, no, I'm not particularly dexterous, but there is one thing I'd like to check first. He's gonna walk on over to the door and he's going to attempt to open it.
The door is unlocked.
You're
crazy. What?
I know.
Buck will
Damn.
shrug.
Out! Holy shit!
We were polite at least. And he'll go to walk in.
The knob
We look
turns
innocent in
with
the eyes of the
ease.
law.
The knob turns with ease. The door is a little older, so it does have a distinct kind of creaking to it when you open. It's a good build, though. It holds the cold. It keeps the cold out.
Bulk just goes, nice door.
Good door. That's a good door.
I like that door. That's a solid door.
Good door.
Bulk, you are the first to see the interior of this apartment. It is not overly large. It is it looks like a 2-bedroom apartment from just an initial glance. I'm sorry, 1-bedroom apartment just at an initial glance. You can see that the immediate living space, the studio part of the apartment, seems to have been turned into a bedroom. You get the impression that, based on the information you received, Gilgug probably sleeps out here in the living area, and then his mom probably has the bedroom. Notably, much like the bathroom and the kitchen, no lights in here. So it's a bit darker, aside from the ambient light coming in from the kitchen window and the now open door. Solomon, you kind of poking your head in. You do not detect any sort of magic. You do make note of the veiled figure in the corner, but aside from that, the apartment does seem to be clear.
Alright, that's the case. He'll motion for Bulk to kind of keep close to him. He will cast Light to kind of help brighten up things and see around. As he'll just light up his staff to kind of take a look inside.
The room illuminates under the rather almost overwhelming light from Solomon's staff now.
Now he can see. Buck can already see.
Yes.
Yes.
There are 2 individuals in your party who do not have dark vision. I'll let y'all guess who those 2 are.
Oh, wow.
You normies can see. Well, one of them can. The other one's on the roof.
Bulk, you also kind of peering in.
I feel kind of...
Just blinks and squints at Solomon for a second.
I'm not gonna lie, but I'm like, damn, that's kind of speciest.
Goddamn
No, he's
normies.
squinting at the light.
Goddamn
Goddamn
Not-
humies.
Not you, punk. He said my name.
Oh, sorry. I thought he was like...
I'm not talking to Tony the Tiger's more ripped cousin.
Focus, everyone.
As
Yes.
the 4 of you begin to make your way in, notably, aside from Solomon's light, there is no light here in the main space of this apartment. It's a little disheveled, but it's the kind of disheveled that depicts signs of residency. So, the bed sheets aren't quite made. There's, a couple empty plates in the sink. There's, a empty, cup, an empty glass of what you presume to be water that was left at the bedside. But at initial looks, nothing seems to be outside the ordinary. This isn't in just the main space, though. The main space is connected to the kitchen, so you're able to see straight into there from here.
Stimmer's eventually just gonna go down to the ground in the back alleyway to investigate, but continue.
Noted.
Doesn't look like anything out of the ordinary in the main part or kitchen. Still got a bedroom and a bathroom. He'll make his way over towards the bedroom.
Okay. What about the rest of you?
Oh, I just put in
Wrong
the
song.
Discord because I didn't want to rip, but Copper,
Also the
I
wrong
think,
song.
is going
I'm so
to.
sorry.
Rude.
Also the wrong song. I'm sorry. I'm trying to find a particular track. I'm just going through all my creepy music. Sure, we'll go with this one. That's fine. It's not the one I was looking for, but
Copper.
it will do.
Yeah, Copper is standing outside, just making sure no one gets out, kind of watching the door,
Okay.
on guard duty, as it were.
What about Lath? What's Lath
Lath?
doing?
I was gonna say, Lath would probably also be outside, not wanting to get in the way, especially seeing if it is such a tiny space.
Oh, if that's the case, then Copper will go in. He just wanted one person out there.
Oh,
Lath
Lath's
will
out
stand
here,
watch.
gross, dude.
What were you saying, River?
Lath will be fine, just stand and watch then.
Okay, then.
Alright.
Then Copper will go in with everyone else. So, I guess he's gonna look for in the kitchen in particular. He's going to look for like signs, especially because he cooks, signs of when the last meal was made.
Okay. Balk, what are you investigating? Are you just following Solomon at the moment?
I guess he's more looking for big things to move to see if anything's hiding behind it.
Okay. There's a few larger pieces of furniture in here that you would have definite ease moving. The bed, a couple shelves. There's
He'd also
like
be sniffing for,
yeah.
hopefully not rotting if someone's dead.
Okay.
Fearing the worst.
Both of you, Copper and Balk, give me investigation checks.
Shit. 16.
11.
I said shit because he
Uh-oh.
doesn't have a modifier for that one.
Good roll.
Yeah, it was a good roll.
Thank you. Good job, Copper.
Copper, you kind of going through the kitchen, you get the impression that the last meal that was made in here was not today, maybe yesterday, maybe the day before last. You're unsure. But not today. Bulk, you are beginning to move these larger pieces of furniture, seeing if anything is hidden anywhere in here. Not that you're able to find. You move the bed a little bit, see if there's anything under it. There's a big cupboard up against the wall. There's nothing behind that. The movements that you are doing are notably making a little bit of noise, and it seems to draw just a little bit of attention as Solomon, as you are approaching the bedroom, you hear the sound of a voice behind the cracked door before you. Gil, darling, is that you?
Oh no, Grandma.
Who's she closest to?
Should be closest to Solomon, because Solomon is the one actively approaching the bedroom at this moment.
Oh boy. We still got that mental connection up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hearing
Fox
that.
is screaming into it.
Yeah. Do we wanna? He'll just go. Do we want to do a wellness check? No one's gonna say anything. I need an answer.
If you need to.
5 seconds.
Gil,
Turns out Grandma can hear you.
sweetie?
Alright. Miss Zark? Are you there?
Gil? Are you home?
Miss Zark? And he'll kind of just knock on the bedroom door and go, Miss Zark! Wellness check.
Solomon, do you peer through the door?
Only a small bit.
Okay. You peering through the door, you see kind of lounged up in the bed what appears to be a older orcish woman. She's got some relatively nice clothes on. She's got a nice head of white hair. And she's got some, what appears to be reading glasses on. In fact, I believe I can now show off Galazark.
Ooh.
Aww.
Grandma. Solomon, do you have a stealth modifier?
Do I have a stealth modifier?
Yeah, do you have any sort of points in stealth?
I have 2 in stealth. I'm not proficient in it, but I have 2 in stealth.
Okay. As you seem to be wow, Grandma got good eyes. As you seem to be peering in a bit more, she kind of takes notice of you. Oh, Gil, darling, there you are. How are you, dear?
I'm doing all right. How are you holding up?
Oh, I'm just fine, darling. Come in. Let me get a look at you.
Miss Zog, are you all right? As he comes in, Tart, 2 important questions I'd like
Hey.
to ask.
Hey.
First question.
Uh-huh.
Nothing on the detect magic.
No. Even as it
Okay.
seeps and takes up the entirety of this bedroom, nothing.
The second, how, with a clear sight on her face, how does her eyes look? Do they look normal, a little milky, cataract almost?
You're asking if she's blind?
Yes.
Listen, check he's asking.
No.
Okay.
She does notably have reading glasses on at this moment in time. But comparing you, Solomon, to a large orcish man that, per prior description, is built like a mountain, or built like
Yeah.
Blackwell's namesake, you two are very much different in appearance. There is no mistaking the two of you.
He'll come in and go, Miss Sock, is everything all right?
Yes, dear. Why wouldn't it be?
Just a simple wellness check.
But what
That's all.
do you mean by that, my love?
Just checking up on you, make sure you are holding up all right. The storm's getting a bit dreadful out there.
Oh, I'm sorry, my dear. Did you come home from work just to check on me? Oh dear, you're so sweet.
Mentally, he is relaying all this information, going, she thinks I'm her son. She isn't blind.
Copper!
Hi.
You're still in the kitchen, right?
Yeah.
There appears to be a bottle of medication on the counter.
Uh-huh. Copper is going to relay back to Solomon. Perhaps ask if she's had her medication and her dinner yet.
Good point. Have you had your medication or dinner yet?
You see, she starts thinking, I'm unsure, my dear. Oh, I am quite hungry, but I take my medication when you give it to me. If it's not too much trouble, dear, I am quite hungry. I do believe it's time for my lunch. Solomon, Now that you're getting a bit of a better, more extensive look at her, you detect the residual signs of hunger from this woman. Someone who hasn't eaten in, I don't know, make me a medicine check.
Oh boy, I'm not great at medicine. This ought to be fun.
I believe in you. Nice.
Never mind, 20! Dirty!
Oh shit!
Someone who hasn't eaten a full meal in probably roughly 36 to 48 hours.
Ooh, yep.
You do notice there is an empty bowl of what was maybe porridge or something on the stand next to her. And you're beginning to pick up the distinct scent of, we'll say, bodily fluids and matter here in this room.
When you say bodily fluids and matter, is it just like normal soiled sheets, or... You haven't... Yes, you look famished, and you haven't had a bath yet, have you?
Oh, Gil, darling. Oh, how are you? I didn't hear you come in.
Don't worry, I'll get your medicine and a nice piping hot meal, relaying every last detail to the gang, just going, she hasn't eaten within 36 to 48 hours, she soiled herself.
Oh, thank you, dear. That's incredibly kind. I'm sorry to take you away from your work just to check on me.
No, it's all good. Here, let me go have something fixed. I wanted to come check in on you. A couple of people were worried about you. A few of my co-workers and everything.
Oh, did you start talking to that nice girl? What was her name? But Patricia? Was that it?
You would know her name, I believe, if Pact gave us that information. Yeah.
Yes, that was it, Petra. Is she here?
Petra, no. Just a couple other associates from the Aviary.
Ah, of course.
Here,
Hey.
let's... Yeah?
Can I interject? While this conversation is going on, I imagine Solomon is feeding stuff back to us.
Yeah.
You can probably hear the sound of like the smoke box being opened up, everything in the kitchen being looked around and combed through, as Copper is currently looking for a nice like oatmeal something substance to give this poor lady.
It's the Legend of Zelda. It's the Breath of the Wild Link cooking noises.
You'll have to forgive me, dear. I know this kind of seems out of the ordinary, especially considering the fact that, work and all. But do you remember anything that happened while I was gone? Did you do anything exciting or hear any good gossip or whatnot?
Well, I finished the book you bought me, dear. It was quite an excellent read. That Felix Weirden is a bit of a scoundrel, dare I say. Solomon, you now looking at her little bedside table, you note that there is a book upon it, and I will get you the title here in just a moment.
By all
Give
means.
a romance novel.
I'm pretty sure.
The name of the novel is Of Kings and Queens.
Hey, hold up a second. I think I remember that author.
Uh-huh.
from the last campaign.
Oh
Uh-huh.
God.
It was a book that I think Diana was reading when we were on the ship.
Valic Wayron is
What are
the
our split books?
Isn't that
Valic-
Jake's OC name?
Valic
Oh, that's
Wayron
Jake.
is a notable pen name for a romance/smut novelist in the land
I
of
knew it!
Anna here.
Oh,
It was
God.
revealed to you guys above game in the epilogue of last campaign, of campaign 1, that it turned out that this novelist was actually someone you knew by the name of Marrow.
Oh, that's right.
Who
Oh.
released their magnum opus following the events of the campaign of Kings and Queens.
And Queens.
I did. Oh,
Which
fuck.
was about Diana.
No.
God.
Or sorry, not Diana.
Uh,
We said Diana, and my brain.
It contains a thorough depiction of the conception of a young prince.
Mm.
Hi, Nexus.
Hi, Nexus.
I see.
Damn,
Damn,
boy.
it
Thought you
already
were gonna
got
say the
fanfics
poly
being
trio,
written
and I
about
didn't
you.
know if I was worried or.
No,
No.
his parents.
Nope, his parents.
Yeah, no, even worse. Poor Nexus.
Yeah,
Yeah. Anyways.
yeah.
Where's
Let me see if I can get you some new clothes and whatnot. He's going to look at
Oh, thank
the
you, dear.
closet.
There are a number of suitable attire in here to change her into, should you seek to do that.
Of course. Here, let's
The
get you
closet is broken up to. There is a larger section. There's more of this closet is dedicated to Gala, it would seem, than there is for Gil. But you do notice large clothing for what you can only presume is an absolute mountain of a man. Probably roughly the size of the Leonin fellow you have in the other room.
Noting that, he will
Big and
try
bulky.
to. Here's a good question, actually. Which of the clothing would probably look like it's been recently worn and has like a smell to it? Like for specifically for our missing aviary Gil.
There is a dirty laundry basket in this closet as well. That does seem to have some of Gil's old attire in it.
Solomon will snag at least a couple of the lighter, like a couple articles of clothing, like ones that can be easily stuffed into like a bag.
Okay, absolutely.
Cause gonna need that for tracking.
Yes.
Go ahead and add three outfits of Gilgugzark to your inventory.
Alright. 3 outfits of
3 sets of work
Gilgug
clothes, I should say, is more appropriate.
Sark. Okay. He'll take that. He'll grab the freshest clothes that he can find for this woman to have her get changed into something nicer, less soiled, and a thought's gonna hit him. This is a big bed, correct?
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna close his eyes, he's gonna breathe deeply, and he's going to take his staff and he's gonna motion it underneath the bed to see if he can tap anything that might be hidden underneath there.
You find a couple storage boxes that were placed under the bed, just because under the bed is a good storage space. A shoebox that's empty. A few oddities. You do find a box that seems to have some like memorabilia in it, old photos, and you actually do find what appears to be a sketch or a I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I like the idea of having photos in this setting. I've been toying around with the idea of it, and I think I'm just gonna say that photos exist here because fuck it, why not? You do find
Canted
a
paper.
depiction of what you determine to be Gilgug Zark.
Damn.
Absolutely mountainous man. You can see that he's got a lot of scars, which is notable considering that he's, as far as you know, he's just a mail carrier. But otherwise, he's quite the handsome individual. He's got a face that not only his mother would love.
He'll
face that
definitely
someone
be
would even
taking
sit on.
that. He'll take the photo,
Fine.
and he'll just go, "Here, wait a moment. I'll grab you some food."
Thank you, dear.
As he is going to
Copper comes running in with
walk on out.
the oatmeal.
Yeah. The oatmeal and the medicine, the appropriate way to serve it, I'm assuming, based on the bottle.
Mm-hmm. Oh, thank you so much, dear. You've got such good friends. And what is your name, little one?
Give a falsified one. In the mental link.
Yes. You may call me Silver.
Silver. It's good to meet you, Silver.
God damn you.
I love, by the way, for our Ravnica fans at home, the fact that we have a Gil and a Silver in here.
Right now, we're going for gold.
Thank you. Thank you for keeping my boy out of trouble.
Of course, I aim to please.
Yeah.
By the way, dear, your friend came by yesterday and wanted me to give you this note. They said they were having trouble finding you. Asked me to give you this.
Oh, of course. Please. He'll gladly take the note.
You are handed a folded up note.
Gonna open the note and read what it says.
As you go to open the note, Gala grabs your wrist with a surprising amount of strength, considering how feeble she is.
She's an orc.
Not yet. It's supposed to be a surprise. Open it tonight, my dear. Only at night. Only ever at night. Only at night! As she shoots up from the bed, and Solomon, she plants you against the wall, and it cracks. Solomon,
Yeah.
you're going to take 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yeah. He's gonna take that. I'm assuming I have a chance to do two things.
Uh-huh.
One is incite her, especially after that violent outburst.
Mm-hmm.
If you would allow.
Go for it.
Alright. Insight. Oh, that's a 9.
This is most certainly different from the woman you were talking to, the sweet little old lady you were talking to for the past, 20 minutes.
Alright, and the second part, and this is one that Solomon's really not gonna like to having to do. He's casting a spell.
Ooh.
Second level.
No, Grandma!
Grandma, no!
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old woman?
Oh, that's a good choice.
That is a very good choice.
Roll.
Copper, you hardly have a moment to react. Lath, who is outside, and Bulk, who's in the other room, you both hear this commotion. You hear the sound of body on body. You hear the sound of cracking in the structural integrity of this not this building, but this apartment. And Solomon, just as quickly, she shoves you up against the wall. As you feel your bones crack, you plant your thumb on her forehead. You mutter an incantation, and you watch as she's just shouting at you, "Only at night! Only at night!" Her eyes roll in the back of her head, and she collapses to the floor.
By the fucking leaf.
Are you alright?
I'm fine.
What the fuck just happened? Is all you hear in the mental connection?
Yeah, you also
Morgana's
hear
just
Lace.
running into the
How-
room like, what the fuck?
I was about to say, Bulk and Lath, I assume you two are rushing in at this point.
We're good.
Really barreling him over.
We're
Lace
good.
would want to be told it's safe to come in. He was told to keep watch.
Okay, so Lath, you're still outside. Bulk, you rush in, and this sweet old lady who seemed fine a few minutes ago, you heard her fucking screaming. She is now on the floor. Solomon looks like he's been attacked. There's a giant fracture in the wall now. If I may.
By all means.
Solomon. Following this event, you open the note. And at first it seems like a blank note. Nothing written upon it. However, a bit more in-depth investigation. I'm kind of glossing over things for the sake of brevity, since we're coming up on time.
Okay.
You notice that upon this note, there are very, very faint indentations on the page, symbolizing either unseen writing or writing that was caused by someone scribing on a paper on top of this note. And you do the one thing that is sensible to you in this moment. You take a piece of charcoal from your pack and you, with a sense of rhythm, of desperation, panic, you block out the now 3 veiled figures standing over this poor sweet woman, and you just begin to work on this note in front of you. You cover the front of the note in black charcoal, and in the indentations left, the note reads, "All birds are black in the dark of night, until all are one." My friends, that's where we're going to end for tonight.
Oh, I need an investigation.
You'll get to do it next time!
That's a whole week from now!
Yeah, don't forget!
I don't like you.
You're the one dating him.
Damn.
Damn, that sucks, I guess.
That was
Doesn't change my
horrific.
stance at all.
Cut.
CG, did you
So-
say that was horrific?
Yeah, that was an unsettling scene.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Cast unsettling words.
I watch a lot of things about cases of neglect and stuff, so I am so desensitized to it.
I remember
Yeah.
that during Gero clinicals during the first round of nursing.
We will pick up where we left off with good old Grandma Zark next session, my friends. Thank you all so much for joining us tonight. Let's go ahead and send it on around the table. Let's start with Bun.
I am Bun, also known as the Flustered Bun. You can find me on Ko-Fi, Blue Sky, YouTube, most places, TBH. I am hella busy doing commissions as much as I can when I can. Regular commissions are closed, dice commissions are open, but I might reduce the amount I take given how much I'm working right now. However, speaking of dice, you can buy my pre-made dice on my Ko-Fi, which you can find on my Blue Sky or my TikTok. There's lots of those there. A lot. Unsure if I'll be appearing in streams this week. Just, again, because of how much I'm working. No. Oh, no, that's a lie. I totally will. There's a thing happening Tuesday, but I'll leave that up to Tart.
Hi, that's me.
But that's me, CG.
Hi, I'm the CG. You can find me being sick in my own home, but please don't, because I have a private home, and that'd be really weird. I'm also on a lot of the D&D stuff. The big thing that I'm doing is Candlekeep. We are going to be doing Xanthoria over on Haza Is My Name's channel. Xanthoria is the last module. So this is going to be the last of Candlekeep, with the exception of next week, which is going to be an epilogue week and across multiple different channels. Feel free to tune in. We'll soon have a playlist up for all of the previous modules. That's the big thing I wanted to show. Frost.
Hello, my name is
buddy.
Jay Frost. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, JFrost747. Find me on Good Beans channels, such as here, for this lovely campaign, every Sunday. Here, every other Tuesday for Rascals, as previously mentioned by CG, for Candlekeep. And for some Saturdays for the Saved by the Spell campaign over at Burnout Vaughn's channel. Other than that, not a whole lot. Hope you all do good. I gotta get sleep. I love you all. So I pass this off to
Alright.
Joe.
He's dead.
No, I wish. Sorry. I'm Joe. Hey YouTube, if you like this video, please like the video and subscribe to the Dummies and Disasters YouTube channel for this, as well as the other regular campaign, Rascals of Ravnica. I believe there's a Halloween one-shot coming over on this coming Tuesday.
Come Tuesday.
Correct?
Yes.
Come Tuesday.
We'll talk about that a bit more here in a minute, but yes.
Alrighty. If you are watching us live Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, please go ahead and drop us a like, a follow, subscribe if you are able to get on the ground floor for possible new emotes. Other than that, River.
That's me. You can find me on my socials at WickedRiver97, most places. I'm still not streaming, just a busy little bean. I got a lot of things I'm prepping for. Yeah, that's me. Punk.
My name is Punkyard Dog. I play Bach. I haven't been streaming in a while. I have an occasional one-offs, but I'm coming back November. Still waiting on the job. We're tracking down paperwork that apparently went awry. But my socials are mainly active on Blue Sky, Instagram, occasionally Twitter, but it's mostly dead. Also Red Note, but all at Punkyard Dog. See, who has it gone?
I believe it's just me.
Or is it time to hand it to you?
Yes.
Dog.
Hello, guys, gals, and non-binary pals. I have been your DM and trauma inducer for the evening. Twitch.tv/FrankDart, where you can find me at that. In fact, where I am a variety dog tuber. I play a lot of variety games, and on occasion, you find me here, traumatizing my players. Yes. So that
at
brings
night.
us to what's this one shot Joe's talking about? Yes, on Tuesday, in place of our standard Rascals in Ravnica game, which is normally on Tuesdays, our Albino Beastman Tuesdays, if one were to say, dare I say more the likes of Shadow Dancer Bob, CG, Flustered Bun, JFrost747, and Wiley X Willie, the 5 of these individuals will be taking a lovely, definitely not traumatizing jaunt into the dread halls of Placidius Rex, a horror one-shot devised by me for our Halloween game. Halloween is this Friday. And hey, speaking of Halloween, it should be noted, our next session is on the Day of the Dead.
Oh,
Cool.
Dia de
Nice.
los Muertos. So we are in
No,
for
Grandma!
we
Wait, that's
are
on
in
the-
for
Grandma!
an extra fun session next week. But with that being said, we got to get on out of here. We are going to do a little bit of a special raid tonight. I am going to send you all to Captain Robert. So, for those of you who are familiar with me, the VTuber, a couple months ago, I became a member of the VTuber Twitch Creator Club. Well, I am happy to say that within the last week, the Twitch Tabletop Creator Club has opened,
Oh.
and I have been given a spot in there as well.
Oh.
So we are going to be raiding into one of the advisors for the Tabletop Creator Club in Captain Robert. They are doing their current Curse Astrad playthrough, which, if you've been
Ooh.
following me / us for a long time, you would know that is something we did on Tuesdays. So,
Yeah, bro.
yeah, bro. So, with that being said, everyone go enjoy your time over there. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. We will see you on Tuesday. And remember, as always, Black Lives Matter, trans rights and human rights. If you are loved, you are valid. If no one's told you today, you fucking matter. Thank you all so much for joining us tonight. We'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.